Hello, everybody.
Hmm.
Howdy.
Hello.
Howdy.
All right, so just a check. While I was away, you caught up, or do you still to go and
I mean, you can still
recap?
give, like, your recap. I just said that we went
Alright.
under a big drug hallucination.
Oh yeah, that's the the short and skinny of it. But yeah, last time, well, I should go and get to the proper page. Welcome, mostly everyone, back to the Eternals and the Fury of Tiyet. Uh, 2 sessions ago, after exploring a little bit around Aspio and working out a much-needed renegotiation with your merchandise being made of you and your various exploits, you made it back to the dormitory that you were offered to kind of use it as like a base of operations inside the city of Aspio. The dormitory. I think I gave this a proper name weeks ago. Let's see, did I write that down? I think I did. Was it the Strongheart dormitories? Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Um, yes, the Strongheart dormitories, where you guys, for the most part, had a good night's sleep. We woke up to a loud crescendoing crash as y'all raced down to find the place covered with green acidic goop and being ripped apart by a large, three-headed mechanical dragon. And before you all had a chance to react, the thing spewed out some more crazy gas, causing many of you to wake up in, yes, a land unknown that was very blocky and almost like it was designed for something out of like the early 1980s, our world, that is. Putting through what you assumed was initially a realm put together by Dashir, until you find out that nope, it was someone else entirely. As upon beating the dragon, who did, yes, speak with the voice of a small child from within, got upset that you were, not playing fair and breaking his toys, as upon the defeation of the dragon and rescuing the dear Princess Mori, at least begrudgingly, a princess, to finally have the hallucination die off as you realize the whole thing was cooked up by some gas that a small little robot had, not a robot, a little contraption had spewed about the place. To where you found Moody, I should say Mori, not tied up as a princess, but suspended from the ceiling upside down in what looked like to be a solid steel wired trap. And that's where we left off. Not before, though, I let the little note drop that a contraption did bear the crest of a small spider that you've all seen once before back in Barovia, more specifically inside the Castle Ravenloft. For one last thing of clarity, our dear friend Captain Mori did not get a chance to examine it himself, so I'm going to leave that on the table for possibilities to begin today's game. Episode 8! It is now currently the next day, finally, of Muid the 12th, year 1061. Earthquakes!
Sorry, that's me flipping my pages so that I can.
Oh,
Ah, okay. Make sure no one was getting hurt.
yeah, it's not me
Right.
falling out of my chair this time. I've got a more stable chair now. We're good.
I'm glad.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, definitely.
We did untie Melchior, right? I believe we did.
We did.
Okay, cool.
But let's go and get back into the real Strongheart dorm now. We'll say that, for the sake of clarity, that Rector is currently, we'll say, like, lean over the side of the old man, took a bit more of the crazy acid trip than most, is just kind of like groaning on the side, holding his head. Not really sure if he'll be able to talk at all today, but that's where he's at right now.
Not only that, but he got his ass beat.
Oh yeah,
May he rest in peace.
But that set aside, to get this back into the scene itself, the dorm, for all appearances, appears to be perfectly pristine. There is no No, the glass has been broken. A quick glance outside the doors. There's no any trace of the acid. The best you can see is that kind of amongst the tables appear to be a few arrows stuck into the boards and a few plates have been broken. But otherwise, no, everything's fine. Save for, of course, the destroyed. I think I described it as a small kind of like winged eyebot that's now a little bigger than a softball that was crushed last session.
Yeah, and that's what the emblem's on,
Um,
right?
yep.
Neat. Well, Melchior, look on the bright side. At least Autumn didn't accidentally shoot you.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
fine.
Well, that's good.
Cool. Shade holds up the little gadget. So what's this? Do we know what this is? I don't know what this is.
Let's investigate it, I guess.
Didn't I investigate it last time, Flint, and didn't get anything? Oh, I wrote a history and didn't get shit.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really investigated much last time. Besides, it's a good way to kickstart today's session. So, by all means.
Investigate. I did it.
All right. Natty. Looking at it, you can help but get vague, like flashes of memory back to that certain robot that was helping out Autumn and Barta when he caught up with them back in Pelennor. Newt, judged by all those weird contraptions inside of it. Look at you, Maury, with that 18. You do recognize the emblem, and more specifically, that it was on one of the many crests inside the old ballroom where you first sat down for dinner with Strahd way back in Castle Ravenloft. Though you don't feel his presence yet, your instincts kind of tell you that if anyone could tell you more, would probably be the spirit of the man himself. As for Autumn, you probably take more note towards the actual sense of the actual mixtures and acids. I guess like the concoction of the gas itself. Like your gut tells you that something's off. Like you, being a creature of the Feywilds, shouldn't have been able to be charmed, at least to the level of the extent that you just went through. But judging by the fact that you did so thoroughly and so efficiently, begs the impression that whoever or whatever made that didn't use magic, and more importantly, knows the chemicals well enough, use at least the right ingredients well enough, like any cook would, to know the exact level of concoction to make you all hallucinate as well as you did.
You know, if this thing didn't try and kill us, I would say it's kind of cute. She dangles it by its legs.
Well, this charm does not seem to be a magical charm. Caused us to see these things. But I'm not really sure who we would know that would have the right abilities to have done this.
I don't know if it's anybody we would know. Whoever it was working under Tiyet, so. She shrugs. Why did it sound like a kid, though?
Oh, this thing?
The dragon, which I guess is extended from this thing? I don't know how these gadgets work. This is a bit beyond me.
Can't say I'm very familiar with this either.
Himes is a child, and he's a dragon.
Do you think Himes is trying to kill us, Autumn?
Well, no, I mean, it could have been a child dragon. Dragons can still be children, but quite fierce.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a real dragon. I don't think.
Tiyet did like to use children, though.
That is true. Oh, jeez. I'm not really into the idea of killing kids. I'm not
Perhaps.
really in the market for that.
I don't think any of us are.
I'm not. No. Perhaps it's just an illusion. And nothing more. Voice is not the actual voice of the person in this.
Shade shakes the gadget, as she does with anything she doesn't understand. Does anything happen?
Didn't Autumn, like, basically polarize it with an arrow?
Look,
Yeah.
maybe some wires will get shuck into place. I don't know.
Crumbles to dust.
If anything, a few more gears kind of fall out. A spring or two.
Oh, this bitch is dead. She drops it on the table.
Huh.
It falls and crumples into a nice little hearty crash as more of the glass containing the liquid that once was sprayed kind of like shatters across the wood.
Oh. Whoops. Well, we got a good look at that emblem, right? It was a spider?
Indeed. To be more exact, it was, yeah, a shield with on one half a spider, more specifically of a black widow. Excuse me. And the other half, so if it was the right was the black widow, the left half would have been a lovely-looking flower. Autumn would probably recognize it as a lavender flower.
So the right half was a spider.
Mm-hmm.
So I only remember you mentioning the spider symbol. And then the left half is a lavender flower?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why lavender?
Do black widow spiders like lavender flowers?
I'm not entirely sure this is a black widow or that spiders are partial to flowers in general.
Isn't lavender good for making people go to sleep? Like, isn't that a soothing fragrance?
Yes, it is a soothing herb. It's a relaxant.
Oh. We're putting things together. Look at that. I definitely wouldn't have put that together.
Something like that.
Well, to be quite honest, it did not seem like it was going to be the last time we were going to hear from this guy. This kid.
Whoever made this is talented at mixing together herbs and natural things to make us have these visions. And perhaps talented at building things as well. If this thing was built, I'm not sure how I would go about building something like this.
It kind of reminds me of the little weird thing that was at your house. That was, the one that was making your life a living hell when you were having a baby.
Newt, yes. Newt appeared as though they wanted to be helpful. Not terribly helpful.
Could have been trying to kill you with kindness.
could have been. I'm sorry, over the table. Tifa, what?
Tifa's joining the game?
She's
I
just
knew it.
whining really loudly. I'm not sure what she wants.
Keep talking. I'll role playing. I'll go and take her out real quick.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Godspeed, Tifa.
She just looks so sad. I don't know if she needs.
Go piss, girl.
Go piss girl. Oh, the meme. Well, trying to think here. In terms of my notes, going back over the table, trying to think of what I would know about the people that are working with Tiyet, if it's someone we're aware of.
We don't really, like, know much about people who are working with Tiyet, aside from, like, the Emperor, the Hermit, and the other titles whom we have dealt with. And of course the Black Network, Cult of Tiyet.
So it was like a construct, I guess, that we destroyed?
It seemed like it.
It was a floating...
Are we still talking about the metal dragon?
No, the tiny thing that we saw.
Yes. When we woke up, picks up and shakes it again. This was here, yelling at us. So we crushed it. Probably could have captured it instead and asked it for questioning, but you know, when you just wake up out of a extreme like drug high, the last thing you want to do is negotiate. You understand? Shade's gonna take out a little notebook and kind of like try and copy the sign in her notebook. Keep it for later.
Well, I'm just trying to wrap my head around this over the table as well. Like, the heck is even going on here?
Yeah, well,
With this...
over the table, it seems like Strahd knows something, so we'll wait for him to wake up and arise from, I guess, his sleep. Do spirits sleep? Does he go to bed when Melchior goes to bed? Like,
I doubt it.
does he stay up talking to you all night, man?
Oh.
No.
I do wonder if spirits sleep.
They probably just turn off their head for a couple hours. Imagine not being able to sleep. Could be me. It is me.
That does remind me of the time that Harmony went into your room because you couldn't sleep and just sat in your closet for a while watching you sleep. You remember?
How could I forget? I sleep with my closet open from now on. That changes you.
I imagine it must, and it must have felt quite strange to be unable to sleep all of a sudden.
Sounds boring.
If I couldn't sleep, I'd probably just read or continue to work.
You mean you're getting sleep now? Shade says, looking towards the
Well,
stairs where
if I
Sabine
didn't
is.
if I didn't need sleep, then I wouldn't have any issues with that. Certainly I'd get more work done. Quite a...
I would simply be too bored.
You would have nothing to do?
Where did my screen... Okay. My screen disappeared. For a second. That was scary.
I heard you were bored.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're bored. Into the hell dimension with you. Like, I don't know, I could probably find something to read or write, but not really resting now, is it?
Fair. I do miss sleep.
Over the table, I don't know if this is canon in Flint's world. Don't elves, instead of sleeping, don't they go into like a meditation?
I've heard that.
Full elves, like in general,
Yeah.
do for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Like, I know half elves, they would have to sleep like normal, but like normal elves, I heard that they do a meditation.
Yeah, I mean, like that's a class feature. I don't really think it's something that you can change.
Ah.
Yeah.
Neat. Neat. I didn't know that. I've always played half elves, or humans. Should probably try playing something else at some point. But yeah.
Well, since you're a half elf, maybe you do need. Well, since Shade's a half elf, maybe she does need the usual amount of human sleep.
Yeah, she sleeps for the. Well, she sleeps as much as she can. Considering the circumstances. But I can imagine it was like super weird for her to like go to sleep in a village full of people who are just meditating.
That's true. Yeah, would they meditate at night, during the day?
And you said it was just 4 hours, right, Maury?
Yep.
So for 4 hours of the day, Minerva's just like, my child has closed her eyes and that she is not opening them. Dear God help. That's...
One's back. Hi, Flint.
Hi, Flint.
How'd you do? Okay.
Did she piss, girl?
I think she pissed girl.
Good girl.
Sounds like it. Good girl, Diva. Go be bored somewhere. Poor thing.
But yeah, Shade has copied the symbol into her notebook, shoves it into her pocket. So do we want to keep this thing? She pokes at the contraction.
Well, it might be useful for us to take these pieces and show them to someone who could tell them more about their construction.
Maybe someone can fix it. We can have our own little weird little gadget thing.
Do you think, Sir Elliot might have an idea of how this was constructed or made?
Is that something wizards are usually versed in?
Well, I imagine he might have more knowledge about a magical construct.
Maybe. Was this thing magical?
Don't rightfully know.
Well,
Maybe, like you said, maybe Strahd would recognize these temples.
yeah. For now, Melchior, can we shove it into the bag of holding? This pile of metal junk.
Wait, should we talk to Strahd?
We can do either.
Shade hands over the metal pieces to Melchior. Here is a present, my friend. Good morning.
How kind.
Good morning, Melchior. Here's a pile of junk.
I made it just for you.
I'm sure you did.
Teehee.
Hey, at least we crushed it so it's not yelling at us anymore. So, like, victories, right? Because it was yelling.
Well, I'm glad that it's no longer doing that.
Same.
What does Strahd have to say about the symbol?
Let's see. Out of curiosity, if at all, do you how do you reach out to him? Do you just pull out the sword and let it hover over the symbol, or you just kind of focus?
And yeah, I can pull out the sword and cover it over the symbol.
Okay.
I don't really think he needs that, but I'll do it anyway.
Like a metal detector.
Yeah, it's occurred to me that I never really, decided how does he observe the world around him.
Melchior just looks at the sword and says, "Hey, bitch, come here."
I assume, well, the sword is my packed weapon, so
Mm-hmm.
I assume he's just aware of things that I'm aware of.
Okay, that works with me. Yeah. As you kind of hold on and you just give it a moment for the old coot to figure out his answer or his response. You do feel him, though. I feel like I should remember that symbol. I feel like it was always on my wall.
It was in your little dining room area.
Yes, yes. I feel like I sh He pauses. He tries to. I recall that my family were friends with a distant relation. You know the history of Ravenloft. It's not Ravenloft, of Barovia. It wasn't always ours, you see. We did come from across the sea in our fight with Tiyet and her armies. I feel like that symbol was one of the families from our old home country. I want to say it was the land of Borcia. Yes, Borcia. Spelled Burca, by the by. I think I vaguely recall a family of tinkerers, of perfume makers. I think they even were. Yes, I think they did come to visit me and my family and my beloved for quite often.
Were they against Tiyet back then?
I think they might have been against me. I think they were there that night. The night I awoken to my true self. So, mayhap yes. Maybe they had some traitors in my midst that night.
That's fucked up.
When it comes to when it comes to those stuck in the Shadowfell, most of our history, yes, is very fucked up.
So I have a question. Can Shade and Autumn hear any of this, or is Melchior just staring at his sword for a while, and then says, "That's fucked up," out of context?
We usually talk telepathically.
Yeah. So I'll
he's
probably
just staring at the swords in silence.
Well, he's you know that he does talk to Strahd, or Strahd's within the sword. It's not like he's going insane.
Yeah, we're aware that it's a telepathic conversation, so I think at most Shade and Autumn are just kind of sitting on the table, just kind of twiddling their thumbs until the
Yeah.
conversation's over.
I'm probably
They're
like
watching his
relaying.
expression change.
I'm probably like relaying information to you like as I can
Mm-hmm.
verbally, like out loud. But
Yeah, how you doing, Mordecai?
bird.
Bird. Melchior, I wish I could tell you more, considering the number, it seems like, of my old connections, relations seem to be coming back out of the woodwork. But I would advise you, if nothing else, to look into the families of Borshad. I feel like they'll at least give you the names of the families of these traitors to my people.
It's definitely a good place to start. That's more than we had before, so I appreciate it. And I guess we are in Aspio, so if anyone would have records of these, it would probably be here, right?
This is true. Although I would advise one thing. Usually I can see what you see. I could sense. But when you and your comrades inhaled whatever was spewed out of that contraption, it was as if your mind was utterly blocked off from me. I wouldn't say it was blank. Have grown to begrudgingly respect you, Captain, to know that you've not have gone brain dead, but you are dealing with undoubtedly a level of genius that you've not seen like before on your travels.
And
Try to be careful.
It wouldn't be interesting if the stakes didn't get raised every now and then, I guess.
Indeed, indeed.
And if I'm being honest with you, I don't really remember what happened after I inhaled the smoke either. Kind of one big blur.
Yes, yes. Over the table, I've been thinking about it all week about that. Like, I didn't want to go and do Melchior dirty and be like, oh yeah, you just frankly, uh, willy-nilly got trapped and didn't get a chance to escape because knowing you would have been out of there in a heartbeat with like Mordecai. Um, so let's do this at least. Give me a quick history check, friend. Let's see what you can recall about your time in Legend of Zelda Land, if at all.
That's a 9.
9. The last thing you remember is while you watched your friends get the greater amount of that spray. Is you remember getting a very hard and heavy blow to the back of your head. Which you kind of focus a bit more. Is like the last thing you remember before you found yourself slowly waking up to the slurred comments and shouts of Shade and Autumn as they just came, walking towards you with cries of "We found the princess!"
Cries of what?
We found the princess.
Oh, God.
Oh, good lord.
We can't be blamed for this. It was not our fault.
Yeah. But more importantly, you kind of blink a few times as it kind of like clicks into place, friend. That you recall there was more than one of those little objects flying around the place. Your friends only happen to have destroyed the one that's now in your hands.
Okay. I relay this. There's another one.
Oh, hell. Well, we got one. I didn't see any others. Shade's gonna hop off the table and...
You did also think I was a princess, so...
Hey! Look. Drugs fuck up anybody, okay? I'm gonna look out the door.
Perhaps we should seek out the other constructs if they're still here. Destroy them.
That's definitely a good idea. I think we should also try to see if we can find some kind of history of houses or genealogies to see if we can find a name to match the symbol. But I think once we have that, we should destroy this and not carry it on us, because that's just an easy way of somebody to scry on our location without us knowing.
Very smart, lad. That's what I would have done back in my, well, more mobile days.
That is what you did with that club. I haven't forgotten.
Whoops, ignore that.
Shade's fighting for life.
I was trying to click it so it would minimize and accidentally clicked on the name.
God.
That does raise a question, though. If they just knocked me out, why didn't they take me out then? Why bother tying me up?
Rector moans from the table. It's like they were goddamn playing with us like we were those toys they were selling. Ugh.
Toys. Interesting. Perhaps the sellers of toys that we encountered earlier might be able to tell us more about, or know someone who might be able to make something like this.
With that 20 shade, taking a quick look around, the only thing you find around the place is, we'll say it would have been, yeah, we'll say it's like one of the windows. Well, maybe over here in this little back room has 2 large shattered holes through it.
In the shape of the gadget?
Yep, in the shape of the gadgets.
Okay. So, question: was the giant robot, was that real or was that imagination, or hallucination, I should say?
Complete hallucination.
Okay.
Because there's no structural damage, there is like no acid damage, anything like that. There's like
Okay.
no possible way it could have fit in otherwise.
Shade nods, takes a quick look around the room, opens the door and walks out, deep breath, and shouts at the top of her lungs, which I'm not going to do for Maury's sake, "I found where they came in!"
Where did you say it was? The second floor?
Bottom floor.
Oh, the bottom floor?
In the back.
Floor.
Upper left corner.
I'm just writing this all down.
There are 2 holes! So maybe at least 2!
Alright, well, I think it's probably in our best interest to look for the second one right away.
I mean, it's probably escaped by now, but I've been searching the place. This is the only thing I could find. She kind of steps to the side, opens the door so they could get a better look. Ta-da! I'm surprised we didn't hear it, though. Although this place is kind of big.
They could have started pumping in the gas while we were still sleeping.
Maybe.
That's true. I would imagine if they did that, it would create an enormous amount of gas that they would be required to pump in here.
What time does it look like? Like, looking out this window, Flint, what time does it look like it is? Like...
Still early morning.
So early morning, so we weren't out that long.
Yeah, best only... It's probably right around closer to 10 o'clock right now.
Okay. Shade's going
That gives us
to.
plenty of time.
Yeah, Shade's
to
going to
start.
pinch herself just to make sure that we're still good and that the gas still isn't like in the house and that they're not still hallucinating. Hey, Flint.
Yeah,
What the fuck is this?
that's probably like an autopsy room. Like, this map is supposed to be like a little miniature, like Wizarding University school.
Okay,
So
I think you could probably hear like the exact moment I heard it whenever I was talking because I just stopped dead silent and saw the fucking skeleton.
yeah,
Okay,
There's
cool.
a body in here.
yeah. I mean, there's even, like a lot of this, yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff's kind of representative of what could happen in these rooms, but it's not like it stays active. Like hell, I imagine the little spell shooting gallery down here doesn't still have like ice and things on fire. As cool as that is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, it's morning. We could probably start researching if we wanted to. I could probably reach out to Elliot and see if he knows anything.
You might also be able to point us in the direction of like some kind of archive where this house's name might be found.
I agree.
Alright. Shade's gonna tap her forehead. Do I have the spell slots? I do. Okay.
If we completed a long rest, then yes.
Well, remember, we still had that battle. I didn't get my spell slots back.
Oh, so the spell slots weren't a mirage?
No.
Nope, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They did expend spell slots, even if they technically, in the real world, didn't go after anything. The hallucination was strong enough for you to still take technically like psychic or yeah, I don't want to say psychic, but you still took the damage. Like it was basically one of those cases where the illusion was so real, your body or I should say your mind made you feel real on your body.
Yikes.
Yeah, because I remember last session, Flint said that you got your arrows back, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't get my spell slots back! And that's when he told me, like I still used the spells, but your arrows were just, like, dug into the walls.
I'm just imagining. Oh, yeah, so I guess we're actually shooting things then.
Yeah, which
Yep.
is why I made the comment, is like, thank God you didn't shoot Melchior!
Yeah, I'm very impressed with that, too. Whew. Whew, lucky.
But yeah, Shade's gonna use sending, and send to Elliot. Morning, Elliot! You wouldn't happen to know anything about metal constructs, or where we could find books about them. We got attacked last night. Oh shit. Bye. I was gonna go into a little bit more detail, and then I realized I hit 25 words, and I was like, fuck. Press
We
send.
got attacked. We got attacked last night. Bye.
I was like, I couldn't say we were good.
A few moments pass by before your response. Oh my goodness, are you okay? I can come check on you all right away. Just gives me like an hour to ready myself. Don't know much about constructs. Can you describe anything else?
Nods. Why did I click that again? I didn't need to click that. I'm stupid. Anyway. We're good. Its emblem has a spider and lavender flower, possibly from Barovia. Let out some weird hallucinatory gas. How big is this thing, Flint?
The size of a softball, which is slightly bigger than a baseball.
About as big
You don't need a. It's the equivalent in game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say child's ball.
Okay.
Press send.
uh, tired wolfy emoji. No, I don't have emojis in sending.
Fucking sends me the equivalent of the tails
Equivalent.
emoji.
Yeah, like I was trying to figure out like what would be equivalent in game. Like, oh, would that be cross? So yeah. Not sure about symbols. Will find someone to speak with you about the illusions.
Was that
That
press
it.
send? Okay.
Yeah, that over.
Over. Okay.
The end.
Shade will relay that information to the rest. He said he'll be here in maybe about an hour, and he's gonna find somebody who can tell us about the hallucinations or illusions or whatever the hell they were. So he's gonna help out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. To be honest, probably should have said we were fine in the first sending. I probably gave the poor guy a heart attack.
Oh, here. Well, while we wait for him, should we see if there's any more evidence around the house?
We could. For the record, I cannot use any more sendings today. I am out. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning.
No worse endings.
Melchior. If I recall on the tour you were shown earlier, was there not a library in this place?
In the dorms?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Yeah. Over the table, I wanted to quickly remind that you do have some things that could be available or useful to you all while you're actually here.
I brought that up!
You did? Oh, I wasn't outside listening to the dog. Never mind.
Well, no, I brought that up before I messaged Elliot.
Oh. I was caught up in my notes. Never mind. Da-da-da-da.
I'll go find the library and see if I can find any books on Borgia houses.
Hella.
I will go see if there's any sign of the construct still at the house.
Do you
If
want
it's
to
hiding
check?
somewhere.
Do you want to check upstairs? I check downstairs.
Certainly, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Shade's gonna walk past Rector. Maybe you need a nap, bud. Pats him on the back. Continues
He
on.
falls over. I think you're right. And the old man's gonna go and drag himself to bed.
May he rest in peace. Damn, I can't even fucking use that ability to give myself more spell slots. I'm fucking drained.
Let's see. I'm just gonna pick one of these rooms at random that he decides to kind of slump in. Okay, yeah, that works. I'm just gonna put him over here, passed out on the grand piano. Anyway.
I'm going to go investigate the kitchen. And by investigate, I mean I'm gonna grab a snack before I start looking.
Don't eat them all. Don't eat all the cookies. I need to save some. They're a thank you present.
All right.
Which room is the library?
Bottom right.
Okay.
It's hard to miss at first glance, but there's actually cute little bookcases inside there.
Gotcha.
move Autumn over to the second floor to investigate.
Okay. All right, let's do it this way. Can all three of you give me respective investigation rolls for the various things you are looking for?
Okay.
This makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna go from bottom to top. Shade, you wander into the only a hope, or at least assume, is a kitchen-like place. You see the spread of Autumn's pies, and just can feel your adopted sisters kind of like leering at you as you hear your stomach growl. But being too hungry to find anything else, you kind of resign yourself to basically walk over to essentially a jar of peanuts and almonds, starting just to eat it by the mouthful as you just kind of grumpily mutter to yourself that you can't find anything else more sustainable.
Oh man, I was gonna steal at least 2 cookies.
Didn't she already have a cookie?
That's why I'm stealing 2 more instead of taking.
Well, before in that case, give us a wisdom saving throw before you grab those cookies. I'm curious. Yeah, you take those cookies. No good could possibly go wrong.
My
Just
God.
2. Just 2 as a treat.
There's not gonna be any left.
One of the first times I steal from somebody and it's from my own fucking sister.
Gotta start somewhere.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is also mine.
God.
Num num num.
Autumn, upstairs, looking around, you find Rutger passed out. I would say the pool table, cradling the 8-ball like it was a teddy bear. Sabine, which I don't really know which room you put her in, but she does giggle happily when she sees you walk in and just waves her little teddy bear at you.
Hi, sweetie.
But other than that, you don't find any remains of any of those little constructs or objects.
No sign of it here. Well, suppose I'll have to tell everyone the bad news. First, Autumn decides it's high time that she got Sabine ready for the day and straps her to herself after cleaning her up and takes her back to stairs.
When she's in your arms, Sabine does giggle happily, waves your arms around as the pacifier glows brightly.
Oh boy. I see it's doing its job.
As it suddenly splits into two. Like this, as a second pacifier just kind of plops next from Sabine to the ground. Well, what she can only assumes the original pacifier stops glowing from inside her maw.
I see. Autumn leans down and picks up a second pacifier to look at it.
Let's check one thing here. Okay. You go into and grasp the second pacifier and hold it up as you realize that it is incredibly light. Go and give me a quick wisdom with advantage saving throw. All right. Yeah. You kind of go and forcefully put your finger through the pacifier as you feel your hand on the other side as you realize that Sabine's wild magic had cast mirror image on her little magic absorber. I can't think of another name for pacifier. I just want to keep saying that too many times at the same time.
Her binky.
Her binky, yes.
Binky, yeah.
Her magic binky. Thank you.
The minky.
Minky.
This is incredible. Does it like she can still hold it, but it's like just a image, I guess?
Yeah. You realize that that essentially it is not there, but the effects of the spell essentially moves the object in your hand to create the illusion that it actually is real.
Hi.
So it's an auto-adjusting illusion.
Okay. Autumn, I guess, not really knowing what else to do with it, carries it in one hand. She looks for, I guess, one of the others, see who she runs into.
Okay. Downstairs. Melchior. Let's get you some more thematic music. Something like looking up ancient dark secrets to really have some fun. Actually, let's go with this one instead. I like this one. With that 21, you do find that the library itself is been wonderfully kept. Everything has been alphabetized, and more importantly, it is also perfectly categorized. As you do come out upon a section on world cultures and civilizations. On the second floor, we'll say over here, that you start to kind of like, you look over there at first glance, don't really notice anything. You kind of like scan a little bit to your right as you get a quick whiff of cigar smoke as you look back to see one of the books has been slightly nudged out a little bit. It's red in cover, appears to have a little bit of kind of golden embossing to it.
I want to look towards the book and be like, okay, all right, who are you?
Is something the matter, Melchior? Do you sense something?
There's been these weird whiffs of cigar smoke and helpful presences over the last few days, and the smell is familiar, but I can't place it.
That's interesting, because all I can really sense is just utter anger. Yes, that's what it is. That smell just infuriates me.
Do you know why? Why do I do that?
Not exactly, no. However, it appears your helpful sprite confirmed your investigation up here, as you find that there is, similar to the book that you've heard described by Shade in her own search yesterday, another guide to Ravenloft.
I pick it up and look through it. And don't think I've forgotten about you, smell maker.
You hear a slight kind of like astral whimper from downstairs, followed by a quick opening and closing of the doors as whatever was there feels like it's upsetting you.
No, it's not upsetting. I want to know what it is.
Who are you?
What do you want from us?
I just want to know who it is.
Okay. Alright. Flipping through, you find this passage on Borka. Borka's nobles entangle their domain with a web of intrigues. While the common folk scrap for survival, the domain's callous aristocrats distract themselves with cruel diversions. They pay what they consider pittance in gold, land, and lives in pursuit of power, thrills, and the rarest pleasure. Untarnished emotion. The common folk are merely tools to be exploited and discarded. Silver-tongued schemers use dreams and ambition to tempt innocence into debt, blackmail, and ruin, while furthering their rivalries or searching for decadent thrills. Guile and apathy are virtues in Borsha, and none embody them more than the domains two leading families. The genius perfumers, the Baritzis, and the charming toy makers, the Delicinias. I'll write down those names for you.
Yep.
Because, best as I can try, I know I might be butchering some of the pronunciations.
Man, Strahd, you really came from a country of winners, huh?
What can I say? Don't forget, I was the hero, the champion, once upon a time.
Seemed like so long ago.
So I'm told.
I'm just messing with you.
I know, child. I know. And per agreement, I put up with it.
You don't really have much of a choice, do you?
No, but it would be a shame for someone less than me to take you out.
I don't think we have anything to worry about there.
And for the private one. But yeah, chat, the Britsies are the perfumers, and the Delicinias are the toy makers.
Is there like any reference to like maybe like like House Sigil or something in this book?
Yes. Under the passage for the Brises, you do find that emblem.
The spider emblem.
Yep.
Does the Delisnia have like the lavender flower?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did they
It is
team
like
up?
match for match to what you saw in the glass.
They've teamed up then to fuck with us. All right, I'll bring the book and find the rest and let them know what I found.
Mm-hmm.
Shade at this point has started actually looking around the house this time. While munching on her cookies, her prize.
Oh my god.
While you're wandering around, Strahd
Whoa.
does. Yeah, Melchior. Strahd does ask you one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Something doesn't bother me for a while, lad. But why do you go through all these troubles? Why do you fight? I know I always assumed it was some sort of delusions of heroics, but why do you? For family, country, pride?
I feel like it's what I was born to do. My kind aren't exactly common, and while we're not forced to do good or even follow any path, I just feel like this is what I need to do. There's always so much darkness and chaos and people who are willing to take advantage of that. And I think that they need an opposing force. And I've chosen to become that opposing force where I can.
So for justice, then.
I suppose you could say that. It also keeps things interesting.
I was going to say, it would disappoint me if there wasn't at least a little bit of a desire for adventure in there.
I couldn't have seen all that I have in my short time if I, just stayed home all the time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll see what that beat is when the three of you do meet up again in the halls.
Yeah. But before Autumn shows up, Shade does toss the extra cookie over to Melchior. Here, eat that before she shows up.
Roll sleight of hand.
Hold on, I can't open. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, Autumn, what's your passive perception?
Not 28.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay, so it's like that, sort of like that scene we'll say from like Scott Pilgrim as he jumps through the window, as you come down perfectly in time as Shade tosses the cookie to Melchior. Like if anyone was watching from the side, it'd be like, "Oh my God, was so close to call." But in the table, I mean, not over the table, like on the table. Yeah, you're like, "Huh, what are those two up to?"
Well, hello. Did anyone have any luck?
I did.
Oh, cool, because I didn't find anything.
Fortunately, I did not either, but Sabine did make this. She holds up the pacifier.
She made an extra?
Yes, she did. I did not know that was a thing that she do.
Well, it saves you money.
It's not, it doesn't seem to be real. It's, I think, just an image.
Oh.
She holds it out to Shade.
She pokes it. Okay, so it
Roll
doesn't
a
save you
wisdom.
money.
Yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw
Oh, dear
with
God.
advantage.
Okay.
You poke it, and from your point of view, I mean, Autumn watches you put your finger through it, but on your side, like, nope, that's a real pacifier. That baby has the power to create doubles of shit. Think of the counterfeiting possibilities with this child.
Oh no.
Oh dear God.
Shay just like looks to Sabine, looks to Autumn, looks back to Sabine, looks back to Autumn. Definitely not real, absolutely. So what'd you find, Melchior? She'll put this in the file and save it for later.
I opened the book to the passage on the Ritzes and the Lisnias. Well, there are these two primary houses in Portia, one of which is famous for its perfuming, and one is famous for its toy making. And I point to the symbols, and it seems like they may have conspired to fuck with us.
Cool. Can't say I'm surprised to hear that.
Do you think that, well, I speak for the Boritzes, but perhaps one of the shops in town for the DND, the shops that make toys, maybe they know of someone from this family?
Maybe. Didn't that one guy say that they had like a communications thing? I couldn't tell if he was being serious, but
The sending for him.
yeah, the sending form.
Yes. It might be worth asking.
Could be. Those dolls that were made, they weren't made from Barovia, were they?
Hmm?
The dolls of us?
The ones in the store?
I thought they were made here.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm not sure. I assume that they were made here.
Okay, we can double check that, considering that we bought some of them. She looks to Autumn.
Made him. You try to go to the foot. Made in Barovia. Fuck.
Well, I checks the tag. I don't know if they even have tags. Shoot. Perhaps I should, Autumn, has
Worth a
to.
lot.
I don't know where she must have put them upstairs.
They're all over your bed.
No, they're for Sabine.
They're all over Sabine's bed.
Yeah, they are all over Sabine's bed. I guess Autumn can quickly go fetch one. Is there time for that?
I mean, we're
Yeah.
still kind of waiting
We're
for
still waiting
Elliot.
on
So.
Elliot.
All right. Autumn goes and fetches the doll that looks like actually I'm just gonna I don't know which doll it is. She's gonna fetch the one that looks like Rector.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna make this up on the spot. Tell me if this is good or bad. But it's like a pull string doll, and when you pull it on the pull string on its back and release it, it just groans like it has a backache.
Imagine that's the only toy that says made in Barovia, though.
I mean, she could check all the tags. What should I do, Flint? Should I roll to check all the tags on the doll?
If you want, yeah. I mean, I'll say this though before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Looking at the doll on of the Rector doll, you do find a very familiar name on there.
Oh.
Yep, you find the symbol and wording for Blinksy's Toys, with the slogan "Is no fun, is no Blinksy."
Blinksy was from Barovia.
Blinksy. So Blinksy made these?
These made the Rector doll.
How can Blinksy be making so many toys?
Who's
There were-
Blinksy?
I think we met him.
No, that's
made-
right, you didn't.
He had made like puppets of Strahd and Irina,
Oh,
but like I guess it was really Sergei and Irina, or whoever. I don't remember Irina's old name. Was it Irina? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it looked like Irina, but I
Tatiana.
think Tatiana.
Tatiana. Yeah. That is
Yeah.
okay. So is that a good acquaintance or a bad acquaintance?
Well,
I don't think we ever like made him mad or anything.
okay.
Blinksy, I am not sure if Blinksy is affiliated with the Delisinia's family.
Well, they're from
I
Borsha.
just-
Not
What?
Barovia, right? Like they're still in Borsha, right?
Flint.
Perhaps. Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
I was asking Flint, like the Birdseeds and the Delisnias are still in Borsha, right? Like they're not in
That they
Barovia.
are. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas dear Blinksy is in Barovia.
Barovia.
Okay, so Barovia is actually good news in this regard. Neat.
Yeah.
Yes,
I thought you'd say that, right?
Yeah.
perhaps Blinksy, being a toy maker, may be familiar with the connections in this family.
We
We
Yes.
could always pop over to Valaki.
yeah. That's right. We can do that.
Yeah, we can.
Just got to set up a spot somewhere in here, and you'll be all set to go. Also, for the sake of Natty's theater of the mind, that is Godolph Blinksy and his little pet monkey.
Oh.
He never did anything harmful to us. It seems as though, in our time at least, he made toys, but he was also contracted by Strahd to make dolls of Irina.
Creepy.
Which, yes, unfortunately, she looks at the sword.
Yeah, Shade also looks at the sword. So how's he feeling about that now, huh, bud?
Dude, did you really expect me to ask him that?
I think I'm allowed to give him a little shit after what he did to Loot.
Oh yeah, no, of course. But I'm not gonna ask him that.
The bird, they had it coming.
Loot. Oh.
Don't push it, Strahd.
You know, there are better ways to deal with conflict than to disintegrate people.
Did Melchior
Agreed.
relay that to us?
Agree to disagree.
Anyway, right, so,
Assuming
Blinksy was, as far as I'm aware, perhaps just wanted to make toys. And I don't believe that he was making for good or for ill. So it's possible that he might be able to give us some information regarding this if it's safe for him to do so.
I mean, we could probably still wait for Elliot, but we can either go back to the ship and use that teleportation circle, or I can just cast teleportation circle wherever.
You also have your skull network you can also set up too.
Yeah, that too.
All kinds of ways to now do some good old classic fast travel.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to go and pop by and visit him, I can wait for Elliot.
How long until Elliot arrives?
Well, when I talked to him last time, it was like an hour. How long has it been?
I'd say by now roughly 40-ish minutes, so not long at all.
I suppose we could just wait for him then.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
It might take a little bit to get the skull set up. We could maybe set it up in here. Well, I don't know what this room's supposed to be. The classroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to set it up, a teleportation circle at a place that's very secure?
I was under the impression this place is pretty secure.
Yes, as was I until we had some constructs break into this house and
but they
release a
went magic.
hallucinogenic gas. Maybe.
Yeah, that was like a one-time thing.
Yes. And I'd prefer it not become a two-time thing.
Plus, if possible, we could probably get Elliot to find some people to set up some wardings as well. I'm sure it'll be fine.
How many skulls did we have? And we have one in the crypt, and then we have. Did we send one to Saltmarsh?
Not yet.
Okay. We probably want to send one to Saltmarsh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know I had one set up for Castle Ravenloft. No, I think I had it in the crypt.
Yeah, you said it was in the crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the crypt.
Which is in Valaki, which is where Linksy is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess I'll start setting one up over here.
Yeah. Not that I plan on going back to Uriel, but did we set one up in Uriel?
We got them after we left Uriel, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have any plans of going back to Uriel at this moment, so that's fine. I just wanted to
neither.
I just wanted to make sure.
I need another good year of a break from Uriel before I even go back to describing that flying dragon city over the table. If you guys want to go back there for a reason, I'll run it. But I can tell you, I think I've forced you enough through my plot over there. It's like my goddamn Star Wars prequel trilogy in that place.
Wasn't that bad.
I know. That's the thing. Like right now, I know it overall wasn't that bad, but it's still too fresh of a wound to be as that's crazy to be like, oh god. It feels like a big old Jar Jar Binks of an arc to me right now.
It happens. No worries.
I guess when you run a game this long, not every arc can be a winner. Anyway, I'm going to at least get a detail for you, because I know there's a number of skulls and colors that'd be worth writing down for all our sakes to keep track of this. There we go, K78, almost there. There we go. Brazier's room. All right. So overall, unless I'm going to write this down, please stop me. Let's see. Okay, how many skulls are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 7 overall. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. It's basically the rainbow. I think for the sake of just color coding, I'm going to make the crypt be red. Because, hey, blood. Which one do you want to... Which one do you want to use for here, Maury? Not that it really matters, as I guess more so for.
We can match the seats and just go with violet.
Works for me. All right. In that case,
leaves us with 5.
Yeah. This might not be perfect, but I'll do my best I can. Nope, God, I moved the entire map.
So you're using a purple skull?
Yeah.
Yeah. As like a visual reminder.
And what room are we putting it in?
The one with the eye. I'm just gonna go and yeah. You. I will put that.
Maybe I need to refresh my screen. Hold on.
Come on, let me move you. Let me move you.
Yeah, it's gonna be bottom floor, top right, Autumn.
Oh,
The room,
this
the room.
room.
With the purple
Okay.
seats. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the amphitheater, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in there. Just gonna turn off the grid for a hot second. There we go. Okay, so more you everyone else is getting ready. You kind of take the time to go back there, and it doesn't take long. But it seems like the skull knows exactly what he intended to do as he set it down on the ground as a crack forms in the floor, followed by the sudden burst of the large brazier you guys all once saw back in Ravenloft, as it essentially forms into place inside this room. A fire erupts at its center as two pedestals are on its side start to come a jet out as now actually only one would come out. One skull kind of appears on the pedestal in front of you, marked red. As you hear Strahd saying, I would assume in the clip now, it now has gained a red skull pedestal. Because there'd be no point in having a skull to take you to exactly where you are.
Yeah. I assume you meant purple skull in the crypt.
Yes, purple skull in the crypt, yes.
Yeah. That would make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So now the crypt has a purple skull in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as you do more, it will go and auto update or and grow more pedestals to hold the different skulls to allow you to get where you need to go.
Neat. Hella.
Yeah.
Now we wait for Elliot.
Indeed.
I wrote that down totally incorrectly. Sheesh.
Okay, let's go ahead and put that back. There's our little lovely grid. Cool. It doesn't take long. Before you start, you eventually hear a hurried knock at the door.
That might be him. Shade's gonna go open the door.
As soon as you go and like click it open, just kind of so from side to side as your uncle steps in. I am so fucking sorry. I swear to God that won't happen again. Are you all right? Are you fine? I can't believe I endangered the heroes of Toradel. I mean, Autumn, Melchior. God, what's her name? Shade. Are you okay?
What's her name? Shade? I see. So, this is Elliot?
Yes.
You said? Okay. So much for favorite fucking Eternal, I guess.
Oh, I said it, didn't I? In that case, Melchior, Autumn, Shade, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, that Vector. Yeah,
Yeah,
him. Vector the crocodile.
Nice save. We're fine. Thanks for asking.
Word. Autumn comes into the room with the doorway. Hello, Elliot. We're fine. We are the heroes of Versailles, as you said. So there's we were not able to be caught so easily by a trap like this. We were able to get out of it.
Okay. He just kind of slumps to the side a little. Just, pardon me. I ran over as fast as I could. The shade. He does get up and comes over and just like starts panning you down to make sure everything's in place.
Swat his fucking hand away! Motherfucker just nearly forgot my name!
Over the table, that was the DM trying to fuck with you, not the character. Give the character a break. Yell at the DM.
She's still gonna swat his hand away. I'm fine.
Get here then. Okay, good. Oh. All right, I've done a sweep of the place, and as far as I can tell from my calculations and investigations, there are nothing mechanical in the area, save for, well, he gestures towards Shade's arm. You know. But, tell me, like, walk me through what happened.
Water?
Yes, please, actually. I could go for some fucking water.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Shade's just gonna take him by the arm. Man looks like he's gonna pass out. She's gonna take him to the kitchen.
Hopefully by then I can finally find the token I set aside for him.
Autumn will follow.
Me too.
She'll offer a cookie.
A cookie in these trying times.
Would you like a cookie in this trying time?
His blood sugar seems low for sure.
As you walk away, you do hear the door close behind you, Melchior and Autumn. As you see the guests that Elliot has brought with him. A certain someone you reckon you met yesterday at the docks. Rita's rival, Joanne.
Rita's not here, right?
No.
Oh shit, we were supposed to go meet Rita's parents for breakfast! Oh god.
It'll be fun.
We were? Oh no.
We were.
Oh no. What time was that supposed to be?
At the same time that we guys were hallucinating a dragon.
Alright. Oh no.
We'll make it up to her.
Where are we supposed to meet? I can go and give my apologies.
Apologies to whom?
Oh,
Joanne
we were
just raises an eyebrow.
Oh, we were supposed to meet someone in town, but given the circumstances, we were delayed.
I see. Well, don't let me stop you. It's very rude to go leave anyone waiting. Like, you don't want to be a Lindbeck after all.
Autumn laughs awkwardly.
Pardon the giant Elliot. Oh my god. Don't shout your mic. Don't forget, Moody has a headache.
I'm sorry, it scared me that legitimately you stare. I was zoomed in real fast.
I didn't see it. I've got some stupid pop-up happening. Like my fucking AVG blocker is going off the fucking charts, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is.
Being hacked as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
Over the table. Should I have Autumn go and try to meet Rita wherever they were supposed to meet?
That is up to
Break her.
you. We can 100% go and tell her like what's up later. We did get attacked. I feel like she will understand.
Yeah.
Does Rector have sending? We can have him send her a very drunken message.
Let me check.
We didn't give her like a sending stone or anything, did we?
I don't remember. Like I know we bought like a bunch of sending stones, but I don't know if we gave one to Rita, since I don't think we were expecting to not see her in the morning.
No. Yeah, he does not have sending.
Well, That is entirely your choice then, Autumn.
All right. Autumn will. She's a bit conflicted. But she says to Elliot before he disappears, "Thank you for coming. I will be right back. I'll be out only for a moment. Shade and Melchior will be able to tell you the details. Not that she found it anyway. And she's offers Elliot a cookie. Quickly packs the rest of the cookies up because while she's out, she might as well, however many are even left. Point, who knows? And then she offers one to Joanne. I apologize for leaving so abruptly. I will be back shortly.
Oh no, it's okay. Go on.
Please take this if you. I don't know.
Oh no, thank you. I'm watching my figure.
Oh well, there's no need for that. But I appreciate it. So she puts the cookie back in. I'll be back shortly. Shade and Melchior will be able to explain the whole situation. I'm just going to let our friend know what happened, so that they do not worry about us as well. And she's just gonna use the rings of Sonic to just become super fast and just make a beeline for I don't even know where they were meeting. Town
At her
Square?
house. At her house.
Oh God, does Autumn even know where her house is?
I believe she would have told us.
Okay. Okay.
You need directions. I can certainly help get you need to go there. You look at being lost.
I'll be fine. I think I know where I'm going. But I appreciate it. Sabine is still like in a carrier, I guess, on her, and she just turns blue and runs off.
Or out of fact, when you do say gotta go fast, you turn blue, but Sabine turns a shade of yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what
All right. I wish I could find them. Where are they? Where are they?
You don't need the post. I know what you did. Unless you want to make sure they're still on your character sheet. In that case, I understand.
Yeah. It looks like it's only for 1 minute, so I don't know how far this will get me.
Well, you're running as fast as Sonic. I'm sure that'll be enough.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Zoom. Okay.
Zooming off.
All right. Give me a quick survival check before I finish the rest of the scene here, and we'll go back to you. But I just want to know.
Check.
Yeah. To see how well you can navigate the city.
God.
Navigate. I usually treat survival checks as kind of like navigation in places unknown.
Especially going super fast.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good to know. All right, I'll get back to you with that. But yeah, you just watch Autumn burst out the door, leaving nothing but a little after dust effect in the shape of her. I've been watching a lot of Looney Tunes lately. Don't judge me. Leaving you, Joanna, and Melchior in the lobby.
Hello, Joanne.
Captain Melchior. That is a, you have a nice, she gestures, shirt.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What the fuck?
I've been told I'm a master at small talk.
I see that.
No. You're an adventurer.
I guess by now Shade's given Elliot the water and he's had the cookie. I'm gonna come save Melchior from this awful conversation. Hi guys, I think I've stopped Elliot's heart attack. He seems to be
Elliot.
breathing at a regular rate now.
That's good.
Yes. I have to give my my appreciation towards Song of Autumn later. This is quite good. Now, he adjusts his glasses, make sure his ponytail is looking just all right. Okay. No, please, if you don't mind. Last I heard, there was a break-in here. Care to explain?
Yeah, so we went to bed last night. Everything seemed normal. We woke up, and long story short, these two, I assume it's two, it could be more, at least two little gadgets, I don't know if Melchior's still holding the remains.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
I stopped them for now.
yeah.
Yeah. She'll point towards Melchior. We crushed one of them, but I guess
Oh.
another got away. But it like pushed out like this hallucinatory gas that caused us to hallucinate. So I guess they were fucking with us. I don't know why they didn't just fucking kill us. I'm not gonna complain, but still rather annoying, as you can imagine.
Joanne comes up and starts like just examining the contraption with her magic, and you're telling me this thing was able to create powerful illusions? I'm not sensing any sort of sorcery or magical crafting.
It may have been more hallucinogenic.
Yeah, hallucinatory.
It may not have been magic. It could have been more like alchemical.
Yeah.
If it's not magical.
AKA, it drugged us up super bad.
Ellie just. That's fascinating, concerning, but fascinating. I didn't know that alchemy had advanced to that stage. Joanne just rolls her eyes at him. Sir, you need to really read more of the journal that they post out from the various schools. You need to catch up in your reading. Been too caught up reading pulp fiction novels about your favorite heroes. I, on the other hand, have read thoroughly into the arts, and I must say, you should consider yourselves all very privileged to get a first-hand experience with this type of alchemy. But did it feel real? Did you feel like, did it hurt you at all? Like, it just, I have so many questions.
Well, my magic feels drained. Rector's currently upstairs taking a nap. He could be taking a dirt nap right now if I didn't heal him, but...
Oof.
Oh yeah, no. Whatever that hallucination was, yeah, kicked his ass pretty damn hard.
Doesn't surprise me. Poor guy.
May he rest in peace.
Well, they do say that the older you are, the greater effect it has upon your system. Which is why I imagine you being on the younger end there, Shade, probably felt nothing at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go down once. I actually don't think I did, actually. But,
This,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, this symbol on here. You said you found something about this. Elliot looks over towards you two.
Yes, I show them the book and the symbols and the names.
That's odd. Borsha?
Yep.
That,
It might have a different name now. Now that I think about it.
well, yes. It was a part of the middle continent. Used to border actually Everdam for, according to the ancient texts, for quite a while, until it just upped and vanished, well over 1,000 years ago. Claimed by apparently a very dark fog.
You said it bordered on Everdam?
Indeed, in a part of, I guess, what now would be in today's political lines, in the realm of the Rapakash Empire.
Oh my god! Come on! I'm so
And
sick of that place!
Hold on, over the table, you said the land of. Which land
r-
was swallowed by the Rabakash Empire?
No, Borsha, are the land that the nobles that you've been investigating hail from, the ones that sent some of their family members to Strahd's castle or worked with them for a time.
Were you gonna say something, Melchior?
no, that's fine.
Sorry, I was over the table trying to make sure my notes are correct.
Mm-hmm. So how long ago did this happen?
Well, the land of Borsa, I guess disappeared not too long around the same time. At least our recollections of Barovia vanished. Melchior, you hear the voice of Strahd, which can only mean that it's now somewhere in the land of the Shadowfell.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'll say it's a
Otherwise,
shade.
So if we were wanting to go there, we would have to just go to the Shadowfell then. We don't have to go to the border of Everdam and the Ravakash Empire, right? Please say yes.
I mean, the easiest way would probably be to go there directly and enter the fog, like we did. Well, you weren't there, but when we entered Barovia,
mm-hmm.
Shade looks sick.
the Shadowfell isn't just like it's not like here. There's like different sections, and they're not all controlled by the same people. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
There are different domains within the Shadowfell.
I was feeling a little bit hopeful.
I'm surprised you haven't learned that that's not a good idea.
I know, man, but whatever.
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but on the bright side, the Ravakash Empire is not at war with anyone. Apparently, they have sealed up their borders a bit ever since, I guess, the whole ordeal with the dragons down in Uriel.
That doesn't mean that they're not at war. It just means they're not outwardly acting as if they are at war, if that makes sense.
It does, it does.
Okay. Could I... Flint, could I ask that the map be pulled up?
Certainly, give me a second here.
Pretty please, thank you.
Where is the map on here? There's the map.
Okay, give me a second, it's loading. I just wanna point at some things just to make sure I'm fully understanding.
Yep.
So they said that this place was on the border between Everdam and the Ravakash, right?
Yes, now that you want to put exactly, the original area of Borsha was over here, between to the right of Everdam, right where the prior Naxa Mountains meets Everdam and Ravakash Empire.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I can wave at my home village on the way over. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was clear. So this would be the border. Okay. Shade's still not happy about it.
Who could be?
Yeah. Well,
But-
at the very least, Everdam's nice this time of year. Shade says, folding up the map.
That is certainly a plus.
Yeah, but we still need to go to Hanaland, right?
You have to go to a bunch of places.
Yeah, it's all pointing to the middle continent, though.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. You love to hear it.
It'd be worth pointing out, seeing as we're looking at the map there, Captain Strahd says to you, Melchior. There is another realm worth checking at some point. Pietra van Leest. Her old grounds, as it were, her old, like, territory would be considered around the area of the Kraken Dominion. From, yeah, bottom right.
Yep.
She used to, attack many ships around the, Nolemig Ocean. From Irian all the way over to, well, Peltez.
Over the table,
look,
was this the lady that attacked us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard it, yeah. I've heard many tales, I've heard many legends have reached me in Barovia of patches of fog that skirt around that area of the sea.
We'll have to check that out. Ideally, after we get our ship to fly so we can move faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not clear over the table, these are not like things you immediately need to go and investigate. It's just me fleshing out the world of the game.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
But
Yeah.
we're writing down our grocery list. I think the biggest priority is going to Hanaland first.
Yeah. And then up to Everdam.
Woohoo!
Don't sound too excited there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could maybe go visit home, find out what happened to your parents, and maybe, I don't know, help me remember my, I guess, long lost brother.
I mean, I already know what happened to my parents, and to be honest, Everdam is, or sorry, not Everdam, Ed Helen, my village, is in Ravakash territory. I'd be very surprised if it's still standing. I don't know how they deal with religious forests over there. I'd really rather not see my temple torn down. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Oh, no, pressure either way. Oh, that is quite a bit. He rips his face. There's, I think, much to do. I'm gonna go talk to the Grand Master about finding at least a form of like staff to house this place. I'll see about getting them on the cheap. Maybe there's like some students looking for some, I don't know, extra credit or some sort. But this won't happen again, I assure you.
It's fine. We lived. Don't like punish yourself for it.
Too late. What can I say? I guess it's a family trait to kind of dwell on. Well, I wanted to always do better, I guess. Right? Gotta be there for the family. for community, I suppose. looks-
Yeah.
He looks very nervous talking about himself in this matter, just so you know.
Shade's fucking nervous too. I imagine to Melchior and Joanna, it's like looking into a fucking mirror. Like a mirror looking into somebody. Look, it's fine. We lived, and we're taking steps to prevent it from happening again. It's cool. We're cool. No one lost any other limbs. She looks to Melchior, right?
I hope so.
We all seemed okay. Rector's hanging in there.
Got the director upstairs.
I'm
So
sure.
old.
I'm sure.
This 8-ball is so uncomfy.
I'm sure he wishes he didn't hang in there. Don't do drugs, kids.
Not even once.
But yeah. Thanks for the info, guys.
No problem. There's so much to do. I am so ashamed of myself.
Okay, if I hear you say that one more time, I'm drop kicking you. I can resort to violence, and I will.
You wouldn't fucking dare, you little brat. Shakes his head. Not sure where that came from.
Yes, you do.
He mouths to himself like, do I?
I mean, it didn't come out of my mouth.
Listen here, you little shit. Meanwhile, uno momento.
Gotta go
Hello.
fast.
Zoom.
I'll be right back. I'm
Where
gonna
is
go
it?
get
Where is it?
something to drink.
There it is. Autumn, you are zooming. You are speed. You are going left and right all around the place. And at this point, with your survival check from earlier, you're just assuming to go towards where the houses seem to be the biggest. For the sake of time, because I do want to go and cut to break after this description, you, or at least after this moment, because I want to give you a chance to react, you do go and find what you assume to be like the richest part of town. You zoom past estates that border on like being, at least your impression, big enough to hold small villages. You go even further in, deeper in, until to the point that, holy crap, like they're almost like full on, like large scale communities in these places. They almost look big enough to be schools upon themselves. You get to the end of this district and see this impossibly large mansion, probably as big, if not bigger, than the Primewater estate. Like, looking at it once, you're like, that can't be it. And you kind of head back down the way, going back and forth for, we'll say, the next, like, half hour. Eventually, you get yourself, like, you kind of give up. You don't really see any kind of remarkable signs for the place. You do, however, see a little gardener, kind of walking by, trimming to some hedges as part of one of the establishments. Kind of greets you with a wave.
Autumn like skids to a stop. Excuse me, pardon me. Do you happen to know where the Lindbecks live?
What?
Do you know where the Lindbecks live?
The halfling, which I should have said it was a halfling, kind of puts down his shears and pulls out this trombone-looking earpiece that he shoves into one of his ear holes. Sorry, sweetie, it hasn't been the same since the transmutation accident. I was turned into a rabbit for a week. Or is it a month? I lose track. Say that one more time.
Do you know where the Lindbecks live?
The Bendix?
Lindbeck.
Lindbecks? Oh! Of course, who doesn't know what the Lindbecks are? How do you know them?
I'm friends with Rita Lindbeck.
You're friends with little Reedy? Oh, how's she been? I've not seen her in over a decade.
She
Since
just came back into town.
She came back into town?
Yes.
Oh man. I better go and get some feed ready. Like, do you know they have some of the wildest animals at their mansion, like, or their estate, like, and Reedy, she has like the biggest one of them all. That thing could eat like a lot.
That's very interesting. Do you know where their house is?
Oh yes, oh yes. He nods his head up and down.
Can you point me in the direction of their house?
Oh yes. I thought you knew where their house was, seeing as you're Reedy's friend.
We met on the road.
Road? Which road? I mean,
When she's traveling, we met on her travels.
on her That's right. She went on travels. I heard she went and became an adventurer.
She did.
That's amazing.
It is. I'm meeting her at her house for the first time.
Ooh.
Which house is Miss Rita Lindbeck's house?
Reedy. It's off down that way. He points off to the further back of the area, the district. You take a few rights, and then a left. Wait, no. Only one right, and then a left. He scratches a bit of his fuzz on his chin. I forget to turn off the furnace at home? No. Stay focused. Stay focused, Bartholomew. You'd help out the nice, pretty, talking deer. Autumn
is not going to bother commenting on that. She knows it's not going to get anywhere. What okay? What does it look like at the front? Can you tell me what it looks like in the front?
Yes, it has a little lake out front, a whole lot of windows, and a lot of big trees.
Lake.
Yeah, a pond. Well, it's more like a lake to me because, you know, I'm very small, you see.
Oh, I see. Is this your house? She gestures at the house behind him.
Oh, no.
So, whose house is it?
I don't know.
You're trimming the hedges.
Yeah.
But it's not your house.
No.
Why?
Being a good neighbor.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I'm going to go to Rita's house now. Thank you.
You going to Rita's house? Oh, I'm going there too. I'm their gardener, you see.
Oh, can I come with you then?
I know, can you?
Yes.
I mean, you seem kind of blue. Is that normal?
It's only temporary.
Only temporary. Good. You might get looked at, because you shouldn't be blue.
That's not a nice thing to say to someone
No.
that you've just met.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. I will consider it all forgiven if you take me to Rita's house.
You're going to Rita's house?
Yes, I'm coming with you. You're going to Rita's house. And I'm coming
I
with
am.
you.
Okay,
Let's go.
with me? Okay, come on,
Please
pretty
take
dear
me
lady.
to Rita's house. Thank
okay, let's
you.
go to Rita's house. Okay.
Okay. she slows down and goes with, I'm sure, this tiny little old man.
Yeah, he's a tiny little halfling. He has big mutton chop, a beard that's big and bushy. No hair. He's probably bald on the top. He's wearing overalls that are like, we can assume was green at one point, and now just kind of like utterly brown from just like being sun stained. His back is almost a perfect curve of like a little shrimp, and he walks about as fast as his synapses tend to fire these days. In other words, he walks about the same pace as Sabine does. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Takes a step. 1, 2, 3. You know, little Reedy, man, she really loves her little pet panda. Ever seen a panda? I like pandas.
Yes, it's quite adorable.
Yeah, I can't wait to go tell the master that I got to talk to a deer today. I mean, I've talked to many things. Did I ever tell you I was a rabbit once?
You did.
Sabine just kind of like giggles at the old halfling. But in no time, well, I'll just say in a lot of time at all, it takes about at least a good 70 minutes to walk at his pace, unless you decide to pick him up and walk him the rest.
She's picking him up and walking.
Oh, here we go! It's riding time! Oh, you have a baby! I thought that was a stuffed animal. A very animated stuffed animal.
This is my daughter, Sabine.
Hello, Labine.
Yes, very good. Now she's just like carrying him under one arm. She's just like maybe mildly aware that it's probably rude to carry a halfling like this, but she doesn't think he'll mind.
I'm free.
Okay, good. All right.
I hope that the house you're standing in front of is Rita's house. Oh god, it's on fire.
No,
Oh, no.
it's
Okay.
you eventually get there. It's actually not as dark as you see here, but this was always my imagination how large and colorful the house was. But it was indeed the original largest estate in the district. It is filled with flowers and trees. The house seems to be almost exuding this warmth. And out front, at the very edge of the stairs, you see kind of a saddened but worried Rita petting what looks like to be a very small red cat on her lap.
Autumn calls out to her, Rita!
Thank God you're not dead! Is all you hear. It's about a good football field from the entryway to the front door. It is that big.
Okay, Autumn's gonna... She's still carrying Bartholomew under her arm, and she's getting tired now from having carried both Bartholomew and Sabine, this whole way.
Thank God you found him.
What? Did he get lost?
Oh, you don't know. He gets lost all the time.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Autumn just says
About halfway to her, the cat jumps down and starts galloping your way.
Oh god.
As it gets closer, give me a quick perception check.
Autumn squints at the cat.
Autumn's like, maybe I should have stayed home.
Some cat, I guess. Oh, fluffy.
What's the perception check? I'm curious.
14.
14. As it gets closer, you realize that it's not a cat. It's red on top with this cute little tiny red black pod arms, a big white bushy face, and two kind of ears, and with kind of a raccoon-like tail that was just between red and brown. Over the table, it's a red panda.
Oh. She sets Barthol. She's tired, so she's gonna gently put him down and just stand there for a just,
At 90 feet closer to you, you notice the tail starts to shrink. As the cat starts to grow in size. At 70 feet, it's about the size of a large dog, and the tail's pretty much gone. At about 50 feet, it's about the size of a large grizzly bear.
Autumn just panics and does a barrel roll while cradling Sabine, and she shrieks, "Oh my god!"
At 20 feet, the large red panda goes to tackle you. Give me a quick acrobatics check.
Dear God! Rita, help!
Okay. It rolled a yeah. He dodged just out of the way as the thing tackles Bartholomew to the ground with a heavy thud.
Oh no, Bartholomew!
As he look back towards you, and just gives this wild-eye, excited look. Intermission time.
You're dead.
It's that Dark Souls you died.
You
Except
died.
Red Panda just like fucking destroys. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh no. Poor Bartholomew.
All right, get some drinks, get some food. Let's meet back momentarily.
I definitely need some food. I think my brain is just turning to mush. Back.
I will be right back.
For those who can still hear me, I have to say overall, y'all been doing great. This has been fun. Great role play across the board. You're the best.
Thank you. I'll be right back. I rise once more. Clifford? Yeah, the dog was Clifford.
I'm back. I don't know if anyone else is back, but I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Whew. Hello. For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna fall over.
Why?
I'm tired and probably hungry.
Oh, are you getting something to eat?
Yeah, there's a pizza in the oven.
Okay. Cool.
That's... How are you?
I good.
Puppy.
Oh yeah, they're barking at whatever. At God knows what. I'm curious, what kind of pizza do y'all usually eat on D&D days?
We just have like a frozen pizza.
Well, I mean like...
It's I think this one is a... sausage, mushroom, and no, it's a pepperoni...
Meat lovers.
Oh, it's meat. This one is...
Meat.
We kind of like get a different kind of pizza every week, sort of
Ah.
like rotate pizzas. This one,
Yeah.
it looks like, as said,
Pepperoni, sausage, and I believe Canadian ham.
Yummy!
ham.
Yep.
I usually, if I get like a pizza, I usually get like DiGiorno's, but I'll buy some like mushrooms to put on it. It's really good. I love pepperoni and mushroom pizza. Arr.
Oh. Poor Tifa's so sad.
Why sad?
Well, her laser pointer's out of batteries, and the bubble blower ran out of bubbles.
No!
So there's nothing left.
There's nothing else to live
Nothing
for!
left. Nothing else. No reason to live. I don't know what happened to her.
Good.
Jim, is the dog with you?
No.
I thought
You dead.
I thought I just heard her from one of your microphones, which now if neither of you can see her, that's making me worry that she's infiltrated
There
my
she
house.
is.
Okay,
I
good.
found her. Oh, shoot, you know what? Real quick, before I come back, I should... It is her food time. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Yes, feed the dog.
Food.
What's that?
Okay, I'm back. The dog has food.
Yeehaw.
Come on. Save her picture, please. Been trying to build a character sheet during a lot of this, and it's not saving the picture.
For whom?
Character you'll eventually meet.
Ah,
It's a surprise.
surprise tool that will hopefully help us later.
You'll find out.
You know what that means, Layla? This bitch gonna kill us.
Yeah, she's... maybe it's one of, Rita's, family members?
Maybe. Her secret elder brother.
Does she have... Wait. Rita has a sister, but does she have any other siblings?
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Hi, Marie. Welcome back.
Hi. Thanks.
He rises once more.
I was here. I was just chewing on granola, so I was muted.
Oh,
Appreciate that. Thank you. That's considerate of you.
Yep.
So, while we have this brief pause, how are you all feeling? Or rather, how long do you guys want to go today?
Not super long. My head still hurts.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And I know Layla was feeling a bit out of it.
You got me as long as you want me, so it's mostly up to them two.
I'll go as long as I can. I think having food will help a little bit.
Well, let me at least ask this: how much more do you all want to accomplish today? I guess, because then because I don't mind going as going as far as to make sure you get everything you wanted to do today done. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't really have a goal in mind.
I guess I'm good with like just doing whatever we need to do here, and then we can maybe cut it before we go to Malaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that Shade can like research, but it's for her own little personal project, to be honest. So anything like that, I could probably just do another time if we're wanting to do other stuff today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I suppose like the biggest. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say before we end up going to Valaki, Autumn would at least like to drop the cookies off as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine that wouldn't.
Yeah, when we go to Valaki, is that us gonna be leaving Espio for a while, or are we coming back to Espio after that?
Well, I mean, the skull network works once a day. You also have all your sigil options as well. So, if you just use the skull network, you're in Valaki or Barovia for a day. A game day, that is.
I mean, like, if anything, we can take the skull to Valaki, get the answers that we need, and then I can teleport circles back to the ship. We can make our way back to here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that the only thing we're going to Valaki for is just to ask Blinksy for the information if he has it. So we don't need to be gone for super long. But that could be like the start of whatever we do next time.
Yeah. Yeah. Then aside from that, like, yeah, Shade's gonna mostly just be researching for her own personal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can tell you as far as like the roleplay that I would like probably do would be, well, Rita's her close family and all that, because be the whole like, oh, we assist you guys, have a quick bite to eat or say hi because you've been traveling with our daughter. Not sure how long that would go to get to like Valaki. I'm almost let's see. So I do want to get you guys to Valaki and don't want to spend too much time with the Lindbecks.
Well, like I'm saying, like we can cut it when we're about to go to Valaki, and then we can pick up from that next time. We can do whatever we need to do in Aspio before, so we can do the Limbeck thing, and anything else that needs to be done while we're here.
Yeah, that way when we're like in Valaki, we're not like rushing to get that done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, that is a a big time homecoming for all the characters, including Rector.
Yeah.
Mr. Barovia, man.
Yeah, so he might want to be here for when we actually go there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Even though like we were just in Barovia. But we weren't in Valaki itself, we were in Ravenloft.
Yeah, we went to Loot Town.
The town, yeah.
Oh, Loot Town. Hang on. Here we go.
I was looking at my chat from an angle, Maury, and I didn't know what that emote was.
I just typed in dog, and that's what came up.
That's what came up. It's beautiful.
I don't know whose dog that is, but it's somebody's dog.
Somebody's dog,
Maybe
somewhere out there.
I need this dog.
All right. I'm going to go and save that real quick. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. I'm not sure if you heard it, Maury, but I've been putting together a character for later.
Yep.
Okay, good. Gotcha. Okay. So, in that case, let's hop back to it. Let's not waste any more time, especially with headaches and what have you on the way. I just need one last thing. Maury and Shade, were you trying to make your way to join the Lindbacks, or waiting for Autumn to get back?
I mean, if we're done at the dormitory, then I'm cool with heading over there.
Yeah, like if we're done filing our police report, I'm good with going.
Police report.
Is that not what this
No.
was?
I suppose it is, yeah.
Making me work with the cops, how dare you?
Well, I mean, Elliot is always in my mind's eye, always been your typical nerd, so.
Yeah, actually, before we do leave, I do have like a question for Elliot, but that could be answered like on the side. But we can get back to Autumn getting trampled by a dog first.
But
No, I think it's poor Bartholomew's getting.
Yeah, Bartholomew we last left off, Bartholomew just got tackled by the giant, red panda bear. And as it turned its head, I think we left off with it just turning its head towards you, Autumn, with just like this intense look of just, you're next.
and
Roll initiative, Autumn.
Ah!
She out here fighting for her fucking life.
Ah!
Okay. 23? Alright. Before the combat started, the red panda bear is currently standing up on both of its hind legs, its arms stretched out, looking about ready to, like, maybe belly slam you, or pounce on you. But you have the first move.
Autumn's gonna run towards the house of where Rita is.
Okay, are you dashing?
Yes.
Alright, so you're going, like, full on. In that case, I think we'll say this is about right when the rings have ended. So that's only a good, was it 60 or overall 90 feet? What's your current speed?
Her walk speed is 45, so it's
I thought
90.
90 feet, okay.
Yep.
So that dash, you make it within like 10 feet of Rita, who is just shouting behind you. Like, Curry, stop it! Stop it! As you just hear this loud growl as on Curry's turn, as you now learn their name, Mix starts charging towards you and is going to go and rolling itself like a good old Sonic the Hedgehog ball and try to barrel towards your way. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God! Oh.
Okay, you managed to escape the roll as it comes rolling past and hits the side of the porch hard, a large crunch, leaving a little bit of a crater in the floorboards. Rita is gonna try her best to calm down her Tiyet and gets a 5 on her charisma check. It's your go.
Autumn's gonna cast Speak with Animals and basically say to Curry, "What's wrong with you?"
Curry unfurls and looks towards you with this menacing, devilish glare. He just grumbles out, "New friend. Must welcome," as it jumps in the air towards you to the point it darkens out the sun.
Ah! Be gentle! No! Sorry. Say, be gentle. No. He shouts.
Do you allow it to tackle you?
Sabine is with me, so no. She's trying to protect Sabine. Sabine's tiny little fragile body.
Give me a dex saving throw.
So Autumn is, even if like she at the very least is trying to like put her arms over Sabine so that like Sabine doesn't get squished by this creature.
Okay. You get to the nice fetal curled position as you feel this large, heavy, fuzzy mass tackle you from the side. It rolls you over and then immediately starts sniffing all around you to the point it absolutely tickles to the point you are in tears. Sabine just like rubs the big Curry's chin as you hear Rito's muffled voice from beneath the beast. No, 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 Curry, that's a bad panda. Bad. But I'm assuming that the spell is still up.
Autumn shaking like a leaf. Don't hurt my daughter.
Friend? No, friend don't hurt. Tiny friend. Friend good. Curry will never do that. Nope. Realizing, trying to calm down, Curry shifts to the point of being a small, cute, little, tiny red panda. It's just to kind of like nuzzle around your chin, goes around through your bags, comes out with a bit of a cookie in its mouth.
Hey! Be careful. There's molasses in that.
There's not gonna be any cookies left by the end of this.
No, it's not.
My apologies, Autumn. Curry can be excitable.
I see. Autumn looks pretty disheveled. Like at this point, her hair tie has like come undone, and her hair is like all over the place, and she looks like she's been shaking like a leaf. Sabine probably looks just fine. I'm sure. Not a scratch on her. Autumn looks like she's seen some shit. She looks at Curry, and she's still kind of on the ground. And then she just reaches her hand out, like to Curry to like just kind of pat Curry on the head.
Curry leans into it.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
To meet you.
Hello, friend. You are a good friend. I can smell Rita unfriend.
Oh, good. Do you do that to everyone?
Yeah, all friends.
All
Anyone who smells
friends.
like Rita, Mom.
What do you do to people who are not friends?
Kill them. It says it with like a little bit of a spangy smile.
I see. Very, very good then. Thank you for the warm welcome. He tries to stand up. Hold on, and as I'm doing that, I have to bring the pizza.
Yeah. Getting up, Autumn, you find your outfit's been like utterly messed up. There's like red fur everywhere. You have a very large, very recognizable paw print upon your chest. And Sabine is just giggling happy at the whole ordeal because basically a giant stuffed animal just tackled you. Not a few moments later, does Bartholomew come walking up. Oh, Dr. Aaron Curry, you are such a rascal. Bartholomew, I see the protection spell is still up. The what? Rita just snaps her fingers as her voice comes to an echoing level. I am glad you are safe. Did you get lost again? Oh, no. Bartholomew knew exactly where he was. Right here.
Need to put a fucking tracking spell on that guy.
Just go take care of yourself. You look like you've been out all day trimming the neighbors' hedges. I have. You're so smart, Rita. See you later, Reedy. See you later, Bartholomew. Autumn is still busy with pizza, so I'm going to give her a quick chance to reorient ourselves. Meanwhile, let's check on the others. As you're making your way through the streets, we'll say that Joanne is already kind of like casing your joint, looking for any kind of other insecurities, leaving you, Melchior, and you, Shade, a brief moment alone with Elliot.
Hella. Well, things seem to be okay with the house, aside from the 2 holes in the back room.
Probably patch those up.
Yeah, I've already asked Joanne to use a mending spell. They'll fix up the pane of glass quite well.
Neat. You can do a lot with magic.
More than you realize.
Yeah. I'm beginning to see that just by spending a single day in the city.
Yeah, spending almost a lifetime here can really open your eyes to the possibilities of the magical world.
I'm definitely gonna have to come back here and read some more books.
I'm back.
Certainly,
Hi.
you should. Books are good. Knowledge is power and all that.
Yeah, more for the research kind of end. Hey. Question, Elliot.
Yes, Jade?
When you were talking about your family yesterday, you said you were connected with the Kingdom of Florin?
Yes.
Like, related?
Yes, I'm technically part of one of the noble families from there.
Okay. Shade gives Melchior a look. kind of like her eyes are a little wide, like, oh shit. Okay. Do you have contact with the King of Florin?
Not in quite a while. I'm more so like estranged from the king. We no, we don't really talk much with them unless they call upon us for some kind of royal gathering, or they need to go and help with like fending off the Faerun kingdom. Because I'm not sure how well you know your politics, but the king of Faerun can be quite an asshole.
Over the table, which king was the asshole? Was that the Faerun one or the Florin one?
Faerun.
Faerun.
Faerun is the one you found out from Kato to be the emperor of the Black Network.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Because they both start with F, I was like, okay, connected to the King of Florin. Is he the one that's the asshole? Oh no! Okay. So it was Faerun. Oh yeah. We've become quite aware that he sucks. I imagine the King of Florin doesn't suck? I hope.
From what I've seen, all kings kind of suck, but
Indeed.
Yeah,
They're kind
I'm
of self-centered.
I'm kind of saying that with a I'm stretching a bit. In terms of kings, is he like he's not trying to conquer the world, is he?
No. I mean, there's no real point considering how well Faerun's own efforts have gone as of late. I mean, you've been to Peltez, you've seen how much territory they're able to get from that continent. Although, I understand it wasn't entirely empty when they first arrived.
Yeah.
But to my understanding, that's really the biggest form of contested land in all of Versailles.
Okay. So you said you're in strange. Like, is that by choice? Was there a fight? I'm kind of just
Just lack of
curious.
communication. Lack of communication. You see, the king's steward is awfully pushy to keep others away from the king, and frankly, whenever he got the position, about the same time we both came of age, me and the rest of the family got cut off.
Huh. That's kind of weird. Do you know anything about the? You said the stewardess? Steward?
Yeah,
Do you know anything about them? What
I
is?
know. This,
Sorry. What does the steward do? Actually.
is that over the table or just?
Uh, over the table, but also in character. Me and Shade have no idea.
Stewards are basically like the right hand mans. They are who is in charge when the king leaves to go elsewhere.
Mm.
Any of them kind of like the vice principals of the kingdom.
I see.
So typically, like if the king dies and their heir is too young to be in charge, the steward leads the kingdom until they are of age.
Okay. Understood. Shade is nodding and committing this to memory. And do you know anything about this steward?
Plenty. We went to school together.
Ah. Did they not like you guys? Considering they're like pushing everyone away?
Apparently not. No, they did not like us or anyone really. They can I assume they were trying to make some kind of power grab, just short of assassinating the king.
I see. Okay. Sorry for all the questions. I was just curious. I was not expecting you to be part of a noble family.
Shade, you're in a city of colleges and universities. Asking a lot of questions is kind of our form of small talk around here.
Fair. I'll keep that in mind next time I have 10 million questions, because I'm sure I will.
But I imagine you have other things, you have more pressing matters to go handle in town. Where were you all going to again?
Rita's.
Rita's. Oh, yes, the Lindbeck estate. You can't miss it. It's in the far backside of the Founders District. He points off in the direction it is. We'll say it was like in the north side of town. It's frankly the largest estate. You can't miss it. And when you do approach the gate, try to not be too loud. The Lindbeck's pet can be quite friendly.
Oh boy.
Good to know.
Thanks for the warning. Alright, well, if we're all done here, we can head off. Is it okay if we leave Rector here to sleep it off?
Certainly.
Okay.
I mean, we won't bother him. I don't think anyone can. Last I saw him, he was cradling the pool cues.
Good for him. I'm so happy he's finally getting a nap. Anyway. Ready to go, Melchior?
Yep.
Alrighty. See you later, Elliot. Have fun.
Likewise. Back at the Olympic Estate.
Wasn't Joanna also there, or did she just disappear?
Oh, Joanne was looking over the estate and trying to get a bit more secure for you all.
She might not have heard. Okay. Very cool.
And Elliot would be smart enough with the politics of the city to not mention the Olympic name. Back on the front lawn, Bartholomew's kind of head back to his own little garden hut in back, leaving you, Rita, you, Autumn, and Rita alone momentarily. You can hear voices inside the building, followed by what sounds like a little like music.
Well,
So, Autumn, I hate to say you've all missed breakfast. Did something happen? I was worried.
Actually, yes. I tried to come as quick as I could. Tell you, everyone is fine. Well, Rector is sleeping it off, but sometime in the evening and early morning, we were attacked in some sort of way at the estate.
What?
It's hard to explain, but we found out it was two constructs. If I get this right, two constructs that put forth some sort of gas, some sort of vapor that was not magical, but some sort of drug that caused us to hallucinate, and sent by Tiyet, I believe. And we struggled to escape that hallucination, and that is what kept us tied up this morning. Autumn explains about the symbols with the spider symbol and the lavender, and starts just basically talking about like everything that she heard from Melchior, and well, she was there very briefly from Strahd and Elliot, and then she recounts there was, well, the hallucinations were very convincing, so convincing that Shade and Melchior used actual spells, and I shot actual arrows that were embedded in the wall later. I destroyed one, but there was a second that we didn't find. And then we realized after contacting Elliot that we had missed breakfast, so I wanted to come and apologize and tell you why we missed breakfast. So,
I'm sorry. You're saying you were attacked by an illusion? That shouldn't be possible. You're staying at the Strongarm estate, yes?
Correct?
There should be like sensors galore and other magical what's the one thing up here? Detectors to prevent any kind of skimming and tampering. Surely there can't be anything that magically advanced to get inside. I should say magically, mechanically advanced.
I am not very versed in these matters, so I'm not sure how to answer you that question, but we found the holes in the wall. They were about this large, and
They came through the windows, by the way. But...
No, we found the holes in the window. They were about this large, and I saw it myself. In fact, I shot it down with an arrow. It looked like a mechanical creature. And when Elliot and his friend that he brought examined it, they could sense no traces of magic. So perhaps that the substance that was used was not magical in nature. I mean, she explains, sometimes plants have certain properties, and I'm sure you're aware. We suspect a family that is famous for plants whose symbol is the lavender sprig may have had something to do with it. Symbols, recounting things while Sabine is likely playing with Dr. Aaron Curry in the yard or something. I don't know.
That is, I mean, and the entire time Rita listens very, very intently. When you finish, that is concerning. I cannot but one. Rita, is there something wrong? You hear the door open behind you as you see this middle-aged woman in a set of modest robes, but similar in the style to the ones that Rita wears. She has wrinkles about her face, a little bit of crow's eyes that kind of mark her age, but in hair that's red like Rita's, but longer like Kyrie's. But with eyes that are as intense as Rita's, as you see undoubtedly Rita's mom staring out the door. Oh, my apologies, mother. This is Song of Autumn, one of my companions helped me out in Barovia. I was telling you about them earlier. Autumn, this is allow me to introduce you to my mom.
Autumn rises to meet Rita's mom and greets her. It's nice to meet you. I'm so sorry. I apologize that we missed breakfast. We were, make it short, quite tied up unexpectedly. The others might be on their way soon. I just came ahead to explain
Oh,
the situation.
it's quite all right. She gives a smile, and frankly, it was her father's turn to cook tonight, and much like my daughter, he can't cook to save his life. Frankly, it's probably better for your taste buds to have not been, exposed to that. Rita just groans in embarrassment. But my apologies, and pardon my daughter's rudeness. She gives Rita an annoying look. I'm Rosalind Lindbeck.
Nice to meet you. She I think she hadn't picked up Sabine at this point. Where is Sabine right now? Is she playing with Dr. Curry or?
Yep, playing with Dr. Curry.
Okay. I don't know if she's in arm's reach or not, but Autumn will, if not in arm's reach, will gesture to Sabine and be like, that is my daughter, Sabine. She seems to have taken a liking to your trusty guard, Panda, I think.
Yes, that was her father and I once took a jaunt into the Feywilds, and well, happened to come back with that little tyke, and well, let's just say that he took to Rita like glue, and they've been almost inseparable ever since. And Rita, she notices the state you are currently in. How can you let your guests continue to walk around to be so shambled? She starts to precipitation away some of the dirt.
To try to redo, try to brush herself off. Oh, I apologize. I freshened up. Yeah, probably prestidigitation back though. I suppose.
Yeah, give me a quick perception check, by the by.
Okay.
20. You go and kind of clean yourself up. You get a good look at Curry's big old footprint on your chest that you left there.
Mm-hmm.
As you look at it and you go you've seen that symbol before. You've seen that footprint before, I should say. As you go and take out the green armband, the bandana of the resistance you had in Barovia, unfurl it, look at the print on it, and down at your chest, as you realize it is a 1-to-1 copy.
Rita,
Rita's starting to blush like a tomato.
Rita
Did you,
is a sap.
Rita, did you use Dr. Curry's foot as the symbol for the resistance?
Rosalind looks over to her daughter. Oh, that is so sweet. I was worried that you forgotten about him. Rita just, I don't want to talk about it. It's okay, sweetie. I understand how it's like to be away from home and missing your pet. Shut up, Mom. Curry just cries happily with Sabine in the background. Oh, look! Hey, look, it's Maury and Shade. Come on, Mom. Let's get a nice change in scenery or topic. Whatever. Rita starts to walk past to meet up with the others at the gate.
Autumn's got this look on her face that both says, I love moms and I miss mom.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I didn't mean to hurt you like that.
Shade is looking at this giant-ass house, just wide-eyed, like, I don't know why I was thinking it was gonna be smaller.
He did tell us it was going to be the largest house.
I know, but you know when you get, like, an image of something in your head, but then it's, like, bigger than expected? Yeah.
You got images in your head?
I mean, yeah?
Strahd speaks up to you, Melchior. And they say, I was the deranged one.
Why are you looking at me like that? Yes, I imagine things. Is that not normal?
I don't know.
I think your friend is starting to lose it, Melchior. I advise putting her down for her own good.
I'm not going to do that.
Shit!
The way
Before she turns on you.
the way the way Shade and Strahd are at each other's throats sometimes without even hearing or talking to each other is so fucking funny.
I think that gas got to your friend's head.
I'm sure she's fine. I don't see things in my head. So I don't know if that's normal or not.
Okay.
No, trust me, you're right, I've checked. You are quite annoyingly sane. Not even another voice in here to talk to sometimes.
Wait, what was that?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead with your adventure. I'm just
Is,
lamenting.
does
Your voice-
Melchior have
your voice is different.
aphantasia? Is that what he has?
Yes,
Oh!
much like me.
You have aphantasia?
I do. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to go
fact.
back to my regular Strahd voice. I tried one earlier, didn't seem to work, so I went back to.
I was.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
say anything, and I was like, "What is going on?"
I thought about saying something, but I didn't.
No. Flint was trying something new. Didn't like it. Wasn't work. Trying to go back to old Strahd. Don't worry about it. DM was trying to experiment for a little bit. Autumn noticed it too.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Shade's just looking at this house. She does kind of like peek into. I guess it was like a gate into it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
a good like couple of yards from the gate to the front of the house. It's big.
As Shade's like peeking into the gate and like walking in, she turns to look over her shoulder at Melchior. What does one even do with this much space?
I can't even imagine.
See Rita hurriedly walking towards you away from a little tiny Autumn and what looks like to be someone very similar in appearance to Rita, but older. Tried.
Mama. Hi, Rita. How's it going?
Oh, Swinley, great, fine. I'm embarrassed up the wazoo. Glad to see you're not dead.
That seems to be happening a lot lately.
The
What do you
embarrassment?
think I'd come in? Oh, sure. Did you learn anything new? I'm assuming you took the time to investigate a bit more before coming here, yes?
Yeah. Well, we talked with Elliot and Joanna.
Pardon?
Ah.
I mean, go on.
Shade like immediately stops. Like, oh shit. I mean, we mostly talked to Elliot while Joanna was examining the house. She proceeds with caution.
Joanna isn't much for conversation.
Oh yeah, no, she's
not.
bad at it.
Yes, painstakingly bad. But you don't need to hear that from me. Besides, my only regret was that I wasn't there to give a more proper investigation. But there was like some piece of machinery. I just can't fathom how anything could make past the boundaries into that building.
Well, we have the remains. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead, Maury.
I was gonna say, well, like I still have these remains, though I do want to destroy them once we're done examining them.
Yeah.
Understandable. We can always use my father's workshop if you wish. It's at least the best in this part of town.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What we found is there's the symbols on here correspond to two houses, one that makes toys and one that makes perfumes. So it's possible that there wasn't really any magic being used. It may have been mechanical and alchemical, possibly.
Well, what we could try doing, if it wasn't magical anywhere in nature, we could use a more powerful mending spell to return it to its original form, to get a proper look at it, if you want.
As long as it doesn't spout that gas again.
No, we can't recreate that, but we can return what was once broken back to its original form. Save for, magical attachments. When the original object that it was enchanted to is destroyed, those can't come back.
Well, that works for me then.
Yep. Fine by me.
Right,
Actually, have we tried casting like any kind of like the spell magic or anything on this thing?
I don't have that spell.
I don't either. It might be a spell I can pick up, but I just don't have it currently.
Autumn has it.
Oh, come here.
Well, she's over there talking to Mom.
God damn it. She's talking to a mom. You can't separate two moms when they're talking to each other.
I thought the mom was
Meanwhile-
over here.
So, Rita's always mentioning Autumn. Can I call you that, or do you prefer a song?
No, that's fine.
Oh,
I'm
wonderful. I mean,
confused.
I've always heard the recipes you make are always delightful. You'll have to share some of them with me.
Oh, certainly, I'd be happy to.
Fantastic, because I would like to actually be able to eat something edible in this house for once.
Oh, do you not cook either, or?
Oh, I cook, but well, my husband prefers to try his hand at it. He assumes he can master it one day. As much as I love him and as brave as he can be, he has not been graced with the ability of taste.
Well,
you can see Shade waving from the gate. If you want. Actually, roll perception, Autumn.
God. Okay. Where? Come on, I spelled it. Second. Work. Roll.
I roll 20. You can do it, buddy.
Ah!
It was a good roll 20.
I gotta try one more time.
Come here, real
Ah!
tiny.
Well, they both. Oh, okay. I got two of the same roll.
Same rolls. We'll say for now, you're currently just caught up in mom talk. You're sharing recipes, cute little stories about the kids.
Pulls out another cookie. There's probably not many left.
Oh, that's a good number. I mean, it's Autumn we're talking about here. You've made a bunch of cookies.
She made a lot.
Yeah. She bakes like you do, sweetheart. That's how I always pictured her. There are cookies for days.
Shade looks to Melchior. She's lost.
I'm still so confused.
Is that over the table or in character?
Well, I thought that Rito came to us with her mom. I thought that's how it was described, and that her mom disappeared.
I say no. I always left the two of them at the gate because we just wanted to get away from the conversation.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, my apologies.
Mom, stop embarrassing me.
Yeah, I thought Rita had just come forward and left the moms behind, which is why I was like, they're talking to each other. We can't separate them. Oh God.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's that two moms meet in a grocery store and the kids like have to wait by the carts for half an hour while the moms are talking, and it's like, please finish, Mom.
The number of times that I would leave practice in growing up, my mom would be doing that to some other mom. We'd be like in the car waiting with an ever dying Game Boy, just begging to go home, to the point that it'd probably been faster just to walk home.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. This way, might as well introduce you to my mother. Any stories you hear? She stops and looks at you both about any aforementioned connections to a beloved pet of mine, and certain imagery are to not be believed. It is a cruel joke, and let's go.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I would not believe anything Shade says as her fingers are crossed behind her back.
We'll say at this point, you do catch up to the moms gossiping. And, oh my gosh, I cannot tell you enough, Autumn, how long it took for us to help poor Rita, stop herself from, hitting the bed.
Oh my goodness! Please, tell me what you know. My
You
daughter.
hear a thunder crack. Oh, look at the weather, Mother. These are my friends, Shade, and this is a dearly beloved friend of mine, Captain Melchior Mori. Oh, is that the one you have a crush on? Rita just walks past into the building, leaving you four out front.
Autumn watches Rita and then looks at Shade and Melchior and
Don't look
waves
at
very
me.
sheepishly. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, I was tackled by a red panda that is red. It was much bigger than that. She points at Dr. Aaron.
Dr. I'll have you trying to say the whole name out loud. You can go with Curry if you want, just to keep it short.
That man has a doctorate and you will not take it away from him.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Autumn will very
Fair enough.
respectfully refer to the panda as by his earned title.
Dr. Aaron Curry.
Dr. Aaron.
Okay.
Dr. Curry.
He didn't spend 10 years in Panda Medical School to be called Curry.
Right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, Sabine will say is still playing with Dr. Aaron Curry, with glee. Curry has been very gentle with Sabine, by the by, growing
Hey.
large enough to let Sabine ride on his back as he kind of prance about the front lawn.
I honestly can't think of a safer place in this house than with that panda.
Yes, as it turns out, he's quite friendly. Perhaps too friendly.
Oh, just be glad you never seen him actually fight. Me and Rita's father have had plenty of scuffles with that panda against, well, liches, the ogres, giants.
Lovely.
You said that you found this panda in the Feywild?
Yes. But I imagine there's more time to get caught up. I get the impression, judging by my daughter's mood and, well, the cuts and scrapes you see in a few of you, that you hear not just for a gentle chat.
Oh, well, we had come to meet you for breakfast, but as I mentioned earlier and kind of glossed over, we
Yeah.
were delayed, and we can explain.
Indeed. Well, I do love a good adventure story. And, well, let me lead you in. I can at least introduce you to, well, the rest of the family. And, more importantly, she stops and turns back to you, Captain. To be fair, she has never said anything about any kind of crush. I was just a stab in the dark that, the mother, Rosalind, kind of smile goes a little. That could help to apply a little bit of mother's intuition. Hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
All right. Well, right this way. And you guys can enter the building. Yeah, she just heads into the building.
Autumn will gather Sabine and enter the building.
Shade enters it as well, looking around, quite impressed. Yeah, it's bigger on the inside.
Oh yeah, it is bigger in the inside. Got a lot of magic. As you kind of enter through the front door and find yourself in, can be best described as a vast magical, like, a theme park. You can see, like, looks like to be a large pool to your right. In the middle, there appears to be a smaller, little, tiny college, and to the far left, there appears to be kind of like a zoo of sorts, different kinds of creatures of all shapes and sizes.
Oh my.
So this is what they need all that space for. Okay.
That makes sense.
You keep animals here?
Oh yes, from hang on, from my and Jonathan's travels. Used to be adventurers like you all. Saw all kinds of sights. That's our endangered animal sanctuary.
Right, the menagerie.
Oh yes, we do what we can to raise them right and hopefully release them back into their rightful homes one day.
Whoa.
Autumn looks at the animals. What? Flint.
Yes.
What kind of animals are they?
What kind? How did I know you asked that? How did I know?
Because it's animals, Flint, and you know me.
I do. Well, I can tell you right up front, I mean, where you can see, because granted, essentially my mind's eye inside this house is basically the size of Disneyland.
No, but
But for the outskirts of the little petting zoo or the endangered zoo, or the endangered animal sanctuary, you do see a pair of fat, squat, big-beaked birds that don't really seem to fly. They're about the size of penguins, but about as chunky as chickens, with the sign above their heads that say dodos.
Autumn looks at the large bird. Are these chickens? Dodo?
No, dearie. Those are anything but. Although I hear that they almost were gone extinct by a tribe of lizard folk who got a bit, how you say, obsessed with them.
They look like balls.
They're very round.
Yeah, they're not really fightless. And fortunately, we caught them surprisingly in more places than you expect. They are shockingly adept at escaping from that pen.
Oh. Well, good luck with them.
Yes, but let's see. Where did Rita go? Rosalind snaps her fingers as she focuses for a second. Hang on here, and goes in to a little side wall, taps it as a door opens into it.
Oh.
You'll find Rita, looks like down that way. I'm actually going to go fetch Jonathan. When you all arrived, we were just getting to know our future son-in-law, so we will join you shortly.
Oh.
Wait a
you're-
second.
Wait, over the table. Does everybody know that they got engaged, or like?
I think so. Didn't we get like a letter from him?
Thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did they say they were going to go meet them, or they were currently meeting them? Is Prime Water in this house right now?
Prime Water's in this house right now.
Jesus
God.
Christ!
I leave.
Prime Water is here.
Okay. Cool. Oh, cool. He's here. Neat. And
Oh,
That's one way to put it.
then Miss Carrie must also.
Indeed, they are sharing their stories of their heroics and how they saved the day at the Battle of Uriel. Apparently, Prime Water happened to, I guess, tie the shoes of Tiamat, causing it to trip and fall flat on her face, allowing apparently Kyrie to do the killing blow that sent the beast back into the pits of hell.
you know what? I haven't seen
You don't
Prime
actually-
Water. Go ahead.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
I know that you guys are too smart to believe that that's actually what happened, right?
Oh gosh, no. But I will
Oh.
say it makes her quite the dinner talk. With her, I would
Okay.
say those two are a match made in heaven. They really can tell a very fascinating tale with quite a good amount of detail.
Yeah.
Apparently, Primarchs are already writing a stage play.
You know what? I haven't seen good old Prime Water in a while. I should go say hi. I'd like to hear
Well,
the story from him.
Perhaps after we meet up with Rita.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. Tell him not to go anywhere.
Oh.
I want to watch this motherfucker sweat a little bit. Sorry, man.
Oh.
No problem. Do take care and let me know my daughter that I do apologize for embarrassing her in front of her adventuring friends.
I mean, it happens. I'm sure my mom's going to embarrass me too.
Oh, I believe it.
I can feel the threat coming from the DM directly to Natty, bypassing Shane, putting a stranglehold on her with that sentence.
Pointing the gun directly at me.
Yeah, it's just like breaking the fourth wall with this barrel of this gun.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, Autumn, Tap's nose, doesn't have a mom to embarrass her.
That
Her mom's
no.
dead. Don't worry.
You know, right? You have worse. You have
So
a very
shades.
angsty sister.
I don't know if that's worse.
I'd like
Autumn
to remind you that,
is
that Shade's mom was also dead. I told you she wasn't.
Ugh.
Tee.
No offense, Shade.
I mean,
I'm sure you
offense.
prefer her not being dead.
Yeah, no offense taken. Pretty glad she's good and alive. Oh, Shade's gonna wander into the room. Rita.
Stepping in, you find a much more traditional wizarding. Excuse this one. This is for the sake of time.
Oops.
A more of a classical wizarding workshop. As you find Rita just kind of pouring over her books in the back. Come on in, before my mother embarrasses me anymore.
Your mom says she's sorry for embarrassing.
Rita turns away from her book and looks at you straight in the eye and just with an air of like, yeah, she's not.
Oh,
I expect there to be more stories later. I can already sense she's getting the baby portraits out.
oh, I can't wait to see. I mean, oh,
No!
how terrible for you. Autumn like immediately reels herself
I've-
in.
I've tried many a times to burn those things away, and yet they always seem to come back good as new, with more protective charms on them.
Probably has something to do with prestation. Or what is the fixing spell?
mending or what?
Mending.
But speaking of which, do you have the device on you?
Oh, yes, Melchior has.
Sorry, one sec.
Yeah, I think Katie just walked into the room.
Hi, Katie.
Hey,
I mean, I guess we could say we hand it over. Unless Melchior suddenly has a change of heart right now saying, no, this is mine. Fuck off.
Autumn sheepishly looks to the ground and murmurs, but babies are... Why would you deprive your mother of the...
You're cutting out, dear.
Oh, sorry, I was sort of mumbling, because
Alright,
Autumn
I'm
was
back.
mumbling. Hi, welcome back!
Welcome
Hi.
back. He rises again.
He is risen. Hallelujah. Praise
now.
be.
everything okay, bud?
Yeah. Katie ordered a shovel, and she opened the box, and it wasn't a shovel. It was like this giant cardboard hippie bus, like an
What?
Easter themed hippie bus. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
beg your pardon?
yeah, so it was just very confusing.
What happened to the shovel?
I mean,
I don't know.
understandable.
She walked in with like this giant cardboard, essentially Easter looking hippie mystery machine thing, and I'm like, what? And she said she ordered a shovel, but that's what was in the package. So yeah.
Hmm.
Tell her congrats
Yeah.
on her new thingy.
Hundreds of us.
Nothing better than a surprise gift,
I guess.
I guess.
This is the second time she's ordered something. I'm assuming from Amazon. I gotten the completely wrong thing. Like a couple of weeks ago, she had ordered plant raised beds, and they sent her like a baby gate, and I was like, why the fuck did they send you a baby gate?
This girl trying to raise plants, and these people are like, babies? Yes.
Well, I mean, the plants are her babies, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're that kind of baby. Gosh.
Yeah.
Wild.
That's funny.
Mulling.
But yes, we
Up.
hand over the thingy. The pile of junk. We've been passing around this pile of junk all fucking day.
Yeah. Rita carefully sets it down on one of the various workbenches with a few hanging mechanical arms above it. This will should keep whatever we bring back to one piece contained to this one spot, and I made sure that my father's anti-magic scrying spells can't really allow anything to peer inside this place.
Okay, neat.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that.
nothing's able to peer in here?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Hella.
If it wasn't clear by the vast current state of our grand hall, my parents do like to get a bit creative with the Mordekainen's magical mansion spell.
It's very
Doesn't make it
intimidating,
so
I'm not going to lie.
How many people are required to maintain this kind of space? Or is it just magically maintained? I don't know much about magical home keeping.
Yeah, Mordekai's I believe it's just one actually, and it's been was one of the first things the family did when they came back. They found an artifact that allowed them to keep a conjuration spell active almost indefinitely, providing at least if one of them was here at all times, or at least someone who lives here at all times to kind of keep up the need for it. But secondly, if it was fed enough mana, and my parents in their travels were able to find enough things to keep this thing powered here for at least another 1,000 years.
Ah,
But they can create any floor plan they like. This place is staffed with near 100 near transparent servants.
What?
sorry,
What
say
you
that.
think? Do you know?
Say that last part one more time.
This place is staffed with near 100 near transparent servants. They look like ghosts. As I checked, I don't think they took care of this place all by themselves. Did you?
I, I, why are your servants transparent?
Part of the spell, I imagine.
So are they people? Oh,
No. They are, I guess, enchanted constructs. In case you guys are wondering, I'm gonna go and try to drop the spell so you guys can read it. It's basically a very enhanced version of. There it is. Let's save this. Allow me to send it over to the Eternals for the sake of time. Well, I'll post it in there in a second because I want to keep moving before I hit the 7 o'clock mark.
Oh no!
Bottom line, we are safe here. So she begins focusing on the broken pieces that they slowly form together into one single machine again. It doesn't take long for the contraption, which now that it's prepared, you can now see it resembles looks it to be like a small perfume bottle with wings. The head itself, where the spray nozzle is, also appears to have come affixed with a little tiny speaker box. The second the last piece kind of comes into place, the thing almost immediately tries to take off into the air, but finds itself immediately stopped by the barrier that Rita had set up with the arms, which seemed to like form some kind of invisible field, a bubble, as it were, keeping it contained in this table in front of you. All the while we continue this conversation, this thing is basically trying to bounce off like a little fly stuck in a jar.
Oh.
Well, that is impressive considering that there is no magic. I don't sense anything here at all. She touches a few of the runes on the table itself as they kind of light up and glow, putting little sparks of light and magic at the thing. It twitches here and there after every occasional zap.
So it's moving around, but like not with magic?
Yeah.
Like it's got a mind of its own? Or do you think someone's controlling it?
Neither. I would say it is moving on its own accord, but appears based on its own like strict rules. Like someone built it to fly to a certain location, use its to spray out whatever, and then fly back.
So it's trying to fly back.
Yes. Although, considering the amount of damage this thing did, I scarcely would like to see this thing go back to its maker to add to the arsenal, as it were.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. This thing is doomed to die today.
I do want to say, though, perhaps there is a way to trace where it goes. If we were to hypothetically release it, let it return, but be able to find out where it goes, so we could find out who is responsible, where they are.
Oh wait, we forgot to mention one detail. We might know where these people are located. It's most likely in the Shadowfell, between the border of Everdam and the Ravakash Empire, in the mountains.
Yes, but this small thing can fly all that way? Across the sea? Maybe they're
That's a question for
closer.
it, not me.
I mean, I don't know, but perhaps someone is closer than we think. Like a spy or someone.
It's a possibility, but letting it go back is risky. Maybe a bit too risky for my liking.
Well, there's one thing we could try. Do any of you have the scrying spell? You can always see whoever made this and see what they look like.
Oh, Shade looks to Melchior.
I do. I do have this scrying spell.
Well, then that's perfect.
Well, we should be safe here if you, Melchior, want to have the honors.
I pull all the materials needed, and I start casting the scrying spell.
Okay. You go and put everything out, start the ritual. As your vision starts to kind of cloud, disappear, and vanish. As you feel yourself kind of taken across a large expanse. You feel almost like you are like Mordecai flying through the wind. As you suddenly stop kind of abruptly. As your vision comes back ever so slightly. As you find your vision in some dungeon. It's dusty, it's ever so quiet, save for the occasional kind of clicking, clacking of metal upon stone. Scanning the area, give me a quick investigation check.
10. I'm gonna use luck. 10. It was meant to be.
Oh.
Okay. Scanning around, you try your best to kind of get any discernible, recognizable things, kind of like really to strike out to you before you're kind of like caught up with the slowing, growing imagery of like of all the creepy ass toys that seem to line the walls from top to bottom, like some mass grotesque hoarder of the macabre. Like there are toys of beheaded corpses. There are nasty looking, almost melting because from maybe the heat, as far as you can tell, what used to be beautiful wax-like dolls, but now have like this grotesque, melted off makeup and eyes. And the sheer number of like little robotic spiders crawling across everything just adds to the almost drunk Joresque menagerie of insanity around you. Until you hear echoing through the halls the cries of a child, followed by like the banging of pans as things are being thrown just in front of the hallway into your field of view. It's not fair! More crashes. They cheated! They cheated! They took out my toys and broke them! You see a twin of the contraption you are scrying upon fly into the view as it trying to avoid a few of the thrown objects. You left your brother behind, and now he's trapped and gone forever. Now you're just not even a set. You are collector items. Now you're just useless. A well-thrown toy drum just hits the thing square on, just shatters against the wall. You hear more clacking of robotic feet. Stupid Tiyet, stupid telling me the new friends would be weaklings compared to me. I'll show them. I will show them what a real bully is like. More clacking as the kid's voice gets louder. As into your field of view, I'm going to post this in the internals chat. You see this figure come around the corner. This it can best be described as a large pram with legs, mechanical legs, with an elderly man riding in them, wrapped in a rotting-looking blanket with a mechanical voice box tied around his neck to a little speaker above his head, as a kid's voice shouts, "I'm gonna build the biggest and bestest dragon ever and take out the Eternals once for all."
Creepy.
The way that sent a fucking chill up my spine as soon as I saw that shit.
And that's going to end today, with the appearance of the toy maker coming into view.
Disgusting.
A wonky looking dude.
Disgusting.
And he's called the Toy Maker, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're
That's
calling him.
Yeah, that's my nickname for him for now, just to keep descriptions easy.
So he's not actually a kid then. Right? He's a little old man. Oh yeah.
Horrific. Cool. Alright, Flint, anything you'd like to say before I end the stream?
Don't stick your best foot forward into an alligator pit, and thanks for playing.
Hella. When do you think next session's gonna be?
All right, that's a good question. I'm thinking, let's see here. Looking at my calendar now. I have plans set aside for the 30th. So, how does the 7th of May sound?
That's fine by me.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. I'll make sure to let Rob know, as I will let everyone know when they don't make sessions, because I need to be better about that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today.
Thank you.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care of your respective heads and health.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some food.
Yeah, do that, bud.